Yes, Chief Justice. Aye so fire kufu. Odi edomani ma omokoye demonstration bi okay. Say omosike bi akokem na ban from sike bi onfa momo. Okoka se o enkade na ke bibia akoye wo ya ma sala wo sori ya se wo ye demonstration. Kevin Taylor dia wa ye no no, but no. Ono awotia ono bon se sa me din kwa sempa. Ahan. We no nso sinchi on mani a champion de. Me se so kwatena Wontumi TV so a ensem oka. Mama wonsem. Di Mahama wonko sasa Kevin Taylor so do maso pa no. Mahama nso ne Ghana for di nkomo ama na promises a wo kan ye ebra wo ko campaign nyina no wasense zudua a cheche mu 24-hour economy di oba obeya ma security services di oba obetimi aye di aboa other services aka wo mema Ghana be de everyday Kevin na for police ni nyina one by one a cheche ni nyina mo chai TB
mumu bi mu agimi nti 2015 2016 ena dum so twaye enso mumu bi mu agimi nti mama NPP dada mo oh say na kede Japan anko betwa tro we are united between you and we can break an team kede Japan we since oba politics one kind of kure ba akumpoda de bia meka kire wo a oti asenkrego with all due respect usika nyina da eye ubotom eye 300 Ghana 20 Ghana 40 Ghana busa ho se Kennedy Japan ni Bawumia no na wo Bawumia bada Bawumia ne mbagu kejim Kennedy Japan ne ma wa wo se 29 no omu nyina gu abrochire obi akuta US passport te seme wo fi na wo de te sehwi ye ka bibia kire wa wonte enkofo ne de wa adwene di agro omu di wo agro NDC for the betuma aboa osimi Jimmy abete inti yawo some educated fools or Ghana omo no de abedru ha Kofi Bentil and the Jimmy way to Ghana catch them so oh ono de ono ne bibia he because you see atronti dum so to me see also when the light goes off and it comes on there's a different definition and the oko imania na one of the non-governmental organizations are now at a point. Let me be very blunt here. At a point in our history, na Imani and na one CSO sir, CSO Ghana na respect your mopa. Bawumia ne Kufuado since it's all about power, I must say Imani. You know why? Because the front is broken. The front is broken because Kofi Bentil does not want to understand the say a buying way a corrupt government and that this government should work. Franklin Kujo on the other side is being honest and telling Ghanaians to say this government and yet the first government I witness omo Ghana da whatever they have touched be a say and that Ghanaians should vote against this government because honestly a Ghana ni and time na Ekufuado person be the president Bawumia Mobano they all advocated for change. It's what will make Kofi Bentil insist to say Ekufuado Jimmy we are on the Bawumia say mine on Kosonayfa or Minema NPP. It is because of greed, it is because of hypocrisy. It's idea now we all revere, idea now we all cherish. An agency or organization we thought to say at least they and other agencies are you bet rely on also are checking government, you know. Today, because of corruption, Imani, the front has broken. Kofi Bentil is saying this, Franklin Kujo is saying this, but we all know Nokrane say we need to change this government. We all know. The fact is that the fact is that this government is corrupt. The fact is that this government has performed abysmally compared to the John Mahama NDC that left office. It's a fact. But I didn't know you say Kofi Bentil is still stuck with NPP and Bawumia and still licking the battle of Bawumia. It is greed. It is hypocrisy. It is they are people, they are dangerous people. And until today, you see, Imani is not effective again. It's not effective because, and yes, it a time manual. It is not effective because the front, the other part of the front is not willing to make the truth handle, take the lead. That's all. As much as Kofi Bentil, Franklin Kujo is trying everything possible to let Ghanaians know that this government is bad. Kofi Bentil, at the other hand, is also defending corruption. How do you get a credible CSO to basically be the middle? I just want to they intervene for the citizenry. You can play both sides. Makache Ghana for there is nothing in politics, sir. Rebecca say, oh, neutral. There's no neutrality in politics. Some will be catch or say, or you're neutral in politics now, GDR, with all due respect, with Jimmy. There's nothing like neutral. So what's not a crowd when take a decision and you have taken a decision. Just to decide not to take decision. So what decided I want to aba, you have taken a position. And there's nothing like I didn't take a position, and there's nothing like I am neutral. Me the nabi obi any Ghana or neutral, because every single person that about Ghana biano or take a position. So what to about my NPP paying? Who take a position then? So what to my NDC paying? Who take a position then? So what change it to about NDC to about NPP? You have still taken a position, or you've taken a position before. So there's nothing like I am neutral. There's no neutrality in politics. There is nothing, unless it's a politics no one tears yet. Just to say, Krapo say, I feel where they meant to abano, you have taken a position. So what makes you neutral? You not voting does not make you neutral. You not voting is that you want somebody to go and elect somebody for you, so that that person will lead you into what he say when that person elects a fool for you. And internet here say every single person should make it a point to say, you vote abine nya tuti abino. Ma wajiri will say media man to aba bibia ansesa obi kwakoyi kwasia bedi wuso and internet obi akoyi ekufu ade kwasia mpanyi wa bedi wuso usike nyina ahye. Because okay in 2016 say 2020 say media men to apa I mean to aba NPP ni NDC whether you like it or not, Ghana will be ruled by NDC NPP. Parliament of Ghana will be ruled by NDC NPP. Until you have no option than to vote and let your voice be heard. That's how it works. So your voice being heard, is making sure say abain be bar. Now ye kasa, ye demonstration, ye insist. Send your man say you add your voice. Say democracy have a focal demonstration. Now say it's against galamsey. You be part of it. That is your contribution in forcing the government to take your pressure so that the government will work in your favor. That is it. Mema Obian Dada will say there's something like neutral. Bibi ni wasa ojimiu. Send obi catch yourself and twaba na na aban na woso because when you say ututia na aban obi free so or per se at the end of the day no won twaba na eco favor or no na aban. And in time catch yourself, it is important to always understand the say one twaba obi be kwasia ma wo and then they atena kwasia ho 8 years abesi ne and they would dum som ho na ye but answer na kwasia fo we ba na sana kania ni gina so ntia ye den na de kania ni dum because kwasia ne di so o ma ho kwan ya kwasia fo we ya na ombese di so because one to aba ntia also otuma jo mahama number 8 enisa osisa wa adwene because otuma jo mahama na wasa aboa jo mahama amere di man so through what, through pressure, through criticizing the government. So ye bibi na anye ya through being part of the pressure group ebema aban ayanyoma e favor because also to abama bibi esesa. Now what to about for 8 years bibi ansesa now that what to say men to aba and the kwasia na wa ma bibi ansesa no onya too many bi ma obesa ma ho akere. And internet sometimes no sometimes I name ya I pity some people in Ghana. I know because say you third force media me kotwama ye cheddar entiana busa say oh a young man and I'm a boy wa ko school kakra ma me chira politics sibia e worki mumudu do munim entina kwase ampanyi se cheddar enena mu nkurase na adwiri ka kira mo so onim nyansa cheddar we jimi chen bibia cheddar he cannot handle a constituency. Me say Kwame Bediako onim what leadership is. He cannot handle a constituency. Kwame Bediako Ojina contest as an MP no winia on to me handle a constituency. Na kwasia we osore anopa blade odi be yi tru mu win ehia na chance say ono ne makura be didi. This is not somebody who is responsible to understand anything. He is just talking because when we say mumu dodo young mu ejimi. Now let me show you how governance works. Also American politics now. Like it wouldn't be important for anybody to go vote for a congressman and also vote for the president. And America for and here Congress and here Senate and here the executive and also the presidency in here. But there's a specific reason here. Almost to Obama MPs, no matter to Obama senators, now almost to Obama president. You know why? Because those people now at the end of the day, the president will have to work through them. Ain't he? Obi de cheddar me yen is basic ama mo mbrante na omo dada mo no obi de say cheddar or run for MP for president ne MP ni hwan enti yɛmfa ne sɛ akɔto aba wote ɛyɛ esuajaman watu ama MP NDC ni no on say onko parliament ma because onim nyansa because we see clinic because the juma odi no eni so because wa kire ekromo fo no say John Mahama ba anase oba ban mu a obeto de wa ye no so ntina we see clinic wa ye schools or ye bibia esuajaman MP nto so NDC ni watu ama esuajaman MP also ye youth into youth no ye pe change and watu ama eye cheddar meboa and MPP ni so ato ama eye ni MP into the obe kwa na to ama MP MPP now cheddar na also president edi no o we ni presidency na oba parliament a NDC for 137 MPP for 137 now cheddar kwasi ampe yi no say the okache so person ye no busane say ebe den na waye yam kan what I say say wo to ba cheddar oni MP bia obegina parliament as supporting the ideas. Remember, president the obekachira winde bia no the okase opese oye bia no e ne MPs no more parliament no e ne betuma mana bem. Say John Mahama kase 24-hour economy opese sa policy ni bema. John Mahama ontumi manim bem until say ne MPs no more parliament no aboa no mayaji atum. Listen. Say John Mahama kase and the Ghana no Women's National Bank obedi president obey the policy na oba bi etumako bank akoji loan bank specifically for a man kwano say John Mahama oni MPs or parliament Women National Bank entumi mbem say John Mahama kase obey farmer service center na say John Mahama sa idea no owini presidency na oni MPs ewo parliament sa farmer service center na ekwani bia betumi akọ ne constituency akoka se me koko kwani me de me do de nsogum me de me do cashew me pese me beje tractor me pese me beje fertilizer me pese me beje pesticide na me wie na me twa me dua ba ni nyina wie na afei kana me de no mabetua no se John Mahama enya ne MPs of parliament enya majority amfoa John Mahama de no so amforce ma na anya policy a saa asem na John Mahama kan no enya de be adwuma enti se oka se me koto aba ma cheddar o koto aba ma ne se omeye den because cheddar be di president why na ebeji cheddar adwenkyere akotena parliament aye ama no ontumi ebia ne na wonte ase no ene na de bia ka kire mo say whether you like it or not MPP NDC ene be di Ghana so it is up to us to make sure say two parties we no yebe tenetene omo de wagimi ti say MPP we no ne apamo no foforo ba NDC ba ne agina no so otumi ye de also ye no anya ne ye ne yi na firi wo ne de MPP aba. That is how you build. And in America, the contest is between Kamala and Donald Trump, the Republicans and the Democrats. America first started Democrats, not Ghana and Womo. But they are still stuck with two parties. You know why? Because that is how it works. You get what I mean? It is a way bebunua. Kwasia de cheddar be da mo ato aba say no. Every say ende ye ne Ghana fo nyina ka say okay ye pe president or cheddar kotina Jubilee House why na the majority leader, why na the minority leader, why na obese say emra we mon pass, why na ekwaje, why na ebe negotiate, why na be chief whip, why na be parliament aka say cheddar dey we nobody until you have a foolish president. And it's very important to say even America ye to aba Democrats need to be catching America for say give us more the upper hand in Congress, give us upper hand at the Senate. Send your beya Obama no say Democrats have power, they can still sustain it because say Kamala or Democrats one leader na or person the president so be president na say we nya the majority was Senate any Congress Obama na health care policy wa America no nya dia obetuma sustain omo Republicans omo number we betwam and it's very important so opese o chechire man so we to me ma party or so with the full power ema party ye ma party half power oh yes sir adia wo pe o constituency na embem and the cheddar so be the president galamsey nsem yon some studies some ko galamsey what one asem bibia nsi ebere no ko galamsey no because MP na galamsey cheddar to me ba parliament embe kan cheddar say jai but it is through the parliament majority omo ho eye emra omo be hye and be stop sa MP no e be stop Chairman Wontumi. Inti we need to understand the dynamics of politics. E che ye ntiase. All right, Mr. S, thank you very much. Yeah, the videos are coming in. Let me see. Is that the second one? Okay, that's the second one. I feel what politics nasi. It is so people when you catch us say me third force. I say third force, no, because you see, when it comes to governance, you cannot govern without members of parliament. You can't. And it's not. Parliament is very important to our development. Without parliament, Ghana yentumi chichire. We can have the executive, that is the presidency. We can have the judiciary, that is court. But without parliament, we cannot run Ghana. And it's not. So we share the pillars of government. I have 3 pillars of government now. I have the legislature, that is parliament. And I very important because parliament, the only place that your voice etumi ejuma. And because your voice ye juma, your MP na ohono, the awo peno, and also koka oho. It is a way in your voice of parliament. There's no way in puntu be outside. It is a to aba. Also, Tnasbusa was okay, Matisa Chedabi. Na Cheda you could ampunoko parliament and one on the Niko Juma. Me MPP ni, a better on each other Juma. Intimate my cheddar, no matter my MPP ni and NDC ni. Inti cheddar no better on the Ghana, or better no Juma, or better one of the most useless politicians in the history of this country. Inti debiano, so the to me my political party. For to be my political party, or what enough the members of parliament or bet to me I hear the wope. And it's not a hung parliament we know. At the end of the day, NPP lose a parliament instead of being a hung parliament. Because you cannot tell me say, about 160 a seats. Now you're to about no be 137. It means say your seats, you have lost about half of it. And it is very important. So you use now Shemia. Ujimia obeton kwasiaba ebema ho kire kraba osumo because what is going to happen is say so you use now get meto ma third force meto ma cheddar now oto ma cheddar no se cheddar be di president a dia na wo pe o cheddar ho o cheddar se be di president a me dia po beko kumase why na ekodi san komo na agi atum me dia po na ba kumase a parliament nkwa na je emratum. It is only parliament. Supreme Court yenje mrantumu. Supreme Court emrana e wohoro ena omo ye den omo e de ehwe so edi buankofo and aso omo di buankofo bem. That is the core responsibility of the Supreme Court. Omo dwuma die ni say court ya satan organa bebre no omo di dwuma bi na se sebio wonte ho ase court bi edi wasem you don't really agree, you go to the appeals court, oko appeals court na wo agree and oko Supreme Court omo nsem ran chichire man a parliament and a yemra a shemra a chichreman. And you say, Obika to be the president. No, Abusan is a president now who could only one chichreman. Who are you going to build the nation with? Because all person chichreman, who yani pebia, Sebio almost ebedi which dom before the people who support you. Metnaha, I have producers. I cannot do this show alone. So now without working with my producers, I am going to fumble. I am always going to be saying me facts no more because I need extra team. They can be supporting me with materials. Into me no can say me here video be say me producers mamia. It is their job to help me to help you. There's no way in Ghana obibe to be the president without parliamentarians. It is a cheddar bejina with him no address to say Yokohama tie. Now in normal tartar ho e dey say cadet bogabi jimi bi na ogina woni say mami nkodi president no obusan say cheddar say how kodi president no president na kodi no why na oni ko chechire man no obega say me ne wo na dey na kire say wo because wo na ono wo chechire man also unya representation of parliament yen nyina yen tumi ko parliament ntina constituency bia wo MP it is a MP bi gina parliament ogina ho mawo. Now at the end of the day, MP na ojina ho ma no ojina ho party ben dimu, ojina ho NPP dimu, ojina ho ewo NDC dimu. In this akwasi ampanyi begina onim say to abama me. Now your youth can say, you hear change. I will say, who hear change now? What is going to give you the change? It is the people in parliament, their decisions they will make, and the change in baba. Who pensia? Ekufuado anacha the president on to me maunsio. Cheda on to me maunsio. Who pe juma? Say cheda a president not only MP on to me maujuma. Because cheda betuma we are seeing nyina Jubilee House. obehia obi wo parliament emane the bill na ko parliament akọ defend the bill no akọ kire other MPs say we de nyansa wom moma ya nyina yemfa yetumi mbo akire ne enji ntum se mra enti kwase ampanyi we friend cheda no wotoma na oni any right to change your life afei wo to politics na seba afei wo ti ase enti mamu ma ye vote nfa man kwasiafo saa de na oye no opese odututu kwan na omankofo hu say oh I was once I contested in Ghana to be president opesa de ade kind of credibility ho oni any better credibility out of Ghana and in Ghana into when we say mumu youth na dodo no moni bre eye afefe de into watoto ntontura na otim watoto box na otim opam ntade te say the oye cadet leader na adwene say wagimi nti we youth no why desperate nti oh obeto ama no into oto ama no why no ne ko ye adwuma me ma politics na is simple and easy amount into oba no busan say cheda Kevin Taylor say aban na ye de chichire no ye de MPs na chichire Ghana president bia ni Ghana obetuma hyemra without parliament osu na woko parliament ya wo ni MP injesia no uwini a why na eko pass insem na wo ka kire me no why na ekwa akoma na ye adwuma musa no asia mumusa no ene jam ka kire mo say cheda ontumi mpo manage a constituency ontumi entumi yaden yeden empo rule a constituency enti mo amoye mmebunu no sometimes I am mama adwimum bie mama man kwasiafo we these fraudsters they are liars oh omoye wifo they cannot even tell you where their wealth is from they cannot even tell you how they started omo say mum dodo no you are always on TikTok you yearn for nice things until you just want to be rich until obetra of flamboyance obedress to say the odi koto echi obedress said wabo dam no obedress so tantade obefa cars bebre no budi nechi the question is me the two minima wa insem na wo kana ebe den na yemra tell me because Kevin Taylor say obi ani Ghana obetumi ahye mra wo Ghana or parliament without having parliamentarians man kan kire say na be obehye mra wo parliament na na do dan ko ekufuado eba power odi free SHS eye dede san Kenya parliament ankasa free SHS na John Mahama ne Professor Nano Pokuajima ne NDC start ye almost start CC schools na e take shape no anka ekufuado ontumi nya sa free SHS no because I was a parliament na jitum na ye mani sika mani di djuma no na wo parliament uni pedi ho parliament uni one MP or parliament kwasia ere na ochire Ghana wo ohene a odi manso a oni eye ahene a omudi nechi eno nti na ahemfo no ebia paramount chief if you say ahemfo bi hihye omase sa ahemfo no ena sebio omudi djuma ema eso omo meye kese se me papa yo manhene otumfo yo manhene ahemfo hye ohene ase a ena mane ye paramount sa obi wo ha oye ohene bi enso oye den oye ahenkwa ma ohene kese bi nanso wokọ bebi otena oye ohene sa na eye den governance tie obi ye MP on the constituency technically on the president but about parliament or serve on the committee I was a president to be a minister it is what we call a division of labor it is how you call a scale of preference I was say who dey here and so now dey fata chede Jimmy when we say majority of you people are not smart and you don't fall for that senko nimnyansa pa na nkope se sikafina we nyina opeso de boa Ghana nkobe ko ni kuro ma ko stand for MP first na wa kire ni kuro bufo no se me ye Ghana ni menya sikafin bi me start wa ha as MP me be prove a kire Ghana for se bebia me free no ma start leadership at the eduma come constituency into right now no I can at least show other MPs say me be the president they can support me now won't share any leadership skills won't serve even anybody Ote Ghana osora no pa oyiyi uturu mu wi betina be ka kire say ye ma omedi president na ye moa these are the things you need to be asking enti kwa siasa ne be gina woni ma o se chada yate wo ka yate wo jata yate wakọ akọpem pam curtains ahye yate ye be se ebusa wo me MP na wo ha no o NPP ni me MP na wo ha no o NDC ni se sia na omso e wo mo flag bearer omo pese omo ne ba na omo adwenkyere no omo be yusu se ade na obeye se metoma wa ema ensema wo kana bebem because minim se me MP no enya John Mahama enya ade obetie obia enti ebere na wakyekere Ghana. Now let's do the do. And John Mahama Kasa, and he's spoken about a few things. Now, answer you beko enim no, nyama kakribu ama me fan chiro. And yes, Willie, kawuru bo kosro. Kawuru, Willie, okay, Willie, komel Willie, minke Willie, enam Willie a bibia nim. Kawuro bibia nim. Kawuro ayawi. It's just for straight the teeth, and it also at the end of the day just helps us exercise our jaws. Kewuro, and they say kewuro buokosro, and they kufuado kewuro a and nama yawi ne china ka osan ke sebio yede dey ese from ne tietia so no eno and they yaho and I see a ton e dia ton aduare kewuro and the kewuro say under Bawumia also or economic risk kid. Mahame Busa the 5 questions because he's stupid. He is asking 50 questions in response to 5 questions. And under Mahamudu Bawumia na or say or the apabano kewuro yentumi nto. Oh say I will say do some time. Yeah, the politics yeah the form. Yama politics akosro dodo. Ama ya adwena say politics no nipa bi na ye enye obi a eye ne na ye politics no. Yesora no pa de ebedi de ebefra de bia didi atibeto de yema bedi hospital omobeko e che na ejuma begina eno ne politics no enti saa nyoma no de na ma ni nyina sisi so eye nipa a odi wenim so wegimi a wo be kire wo edwade a wodi ebeko fom wo mba benya hospital papa akwa eye saa nipa no so benya nsupa no ma enti politics no eni soro e wo fom eye wo ne me eye se ne ya adwene ye ejuma ye beti ase na nde ebia woni sika wo beto awawai woni sika wo beto eye de salmon woni sika wo de kwakoto corn beef wo de nka wo de ani wele ende anda nipa na odi wusu no a wo sesa ma de tumi no wo wele kakra na wo beto na vitamins bia nim nutrients bia nim no saa wele ne yatum de na wo de tumi ma saa kwasea no wele kako keke kako kura wele ni kako yentumi nto se nantwie ede buom na ne wonam na ode atetete bini wawuro fom a wawuro na yeku nantwie no eyi abasa ko mu na awe no nantwie abasa no yetwitwa nampa na awe no kewuro na bebia na nantwie no toilet no part na nantwie no da fom na ode ne tu etwitwitwi bini no oja Kevin ye didi ojibi kono wa me say nantwie no body na ode tetete toilet na eda fom no ya ho no a yetwitwa no eno so no wontumi to na kwasea wagina wodi se waya app nti toma no app na waya no ebetuma tike wuro so entumi wo so ke wuro na wotumi to ende wele ultumi to weja na mete story be, and I want the Ghana Police Service to quickly go in and pick this guy up. Do you have another one for me? Is this the third one? Okay, Mr. S. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. I'll get this on the system too. Mr. S, I've seen the third one. Enti Mama Mumma Obianda Adam. Now I saw this today. Nicholas Momoni Champon. Sa Jimmy Fo ya ni dinkura ontumi nchiro. Onyankopon sebio oboni freni a na wabo ne nyame. Abrantie we osi so abrabom wentumi achiwi bibia se onya anwum bi to ya na nipa bi sebio omutite ombowrem kakra de hwe ne se janka. Anka enwum enyanwum to ofon tantan bia na oto a so ye kristoni a wasra ne turu mu nyina de ne nam ho kankan na anka obra a friend of branko mbo bi da, because that is the only thing a ma ono so the nsa eko na no. Now in Ghana, on say recently the United States government released a statement to be say nipa indirectly or directly, omo say democracy na yabo ho ban abeduru ha no. Omo hihye nyoma bi echi pese omo say no. The government of the day and we the people of Ghana, we should deal with them. In fact, omo dey as diplomatic as they are, no, they are not going to grant any of those criminals who want to destabilize our democracy. No, they are not going to give anybody access or give them anybody visa to travel out of the country because they want Ghana's democracy intact. Now, they are sorry, and you see, there are people in Ghana. Oma yasadi we ache. Yenim inkonfobi o Ghana. Omo peso omo di boni a. Omo di nkaba abonti no beka atu obi so. Inti eba sa na boni no omo ko di wia na ya kwahye obi. And I expect the IGP from tomorrow, Dampare, if you don't take action on this, and the police CID in Ghana, the CID boss, Ochuna Sakwasiatowe, needs to be arrested and questioned, and he needs to give answers to his statement. Because Ghana needs to know, and then this statement from Omonie Champon say obi ko attack no na obon tuo ana owon sekan kuna. It is because of these kind of statements nipa bi de ho moja show ebedwene say obi epese odi boni o Ghana. Omonie Champon akotena TV so say NDC air plan say omo be ship market o Ghana. In fact, this statement alone no ebetumi ama obi atwese kan akoku NDC ni bi. This statement alone, no, ebetumi ama nipa boni ni bi atwetwo akoku NDC ni bi. Until for the IGP to prevent that, and for all of us to protect our democracy and to help us all live together in harmony, no, this guy needs to come to the police station. He needs to be arrested and he needs to give evidence of what he is saying. If he fails, he needs to go to jail, to serve as a deterrent to people who want to make things up, to cause a commotion, to try and destabilize the little peace and democracy we are enjoying in Ghana. And I am very serious about this, Dampare. I am serious about this, Ghana's CID boss. I am serious. If this guy is not picked up, I swear to God, the CID boss and IGP, you people will not enjoy the rest of your lives. I swear to God. This guy needs to be picked up by the Ghana Police Service because we are in an election period where every single statement you make, whether say one you're very careful and provide evidence to stuff like that, a bit must say because Sasamia Kwasia were using Usa Prequaking, a bit mama NDC Nibia or Nam Sebio, a Jabi Mu, and answer or ye Juma, a Jabi Mu, or Nante, NPP Nibi Betmako Boni 2. NPP nibi ebetumi akohye NDC nibi efiri say kwasia we say our evidence e kire say NDC for plan say omobehye market. So the Ghana Police Service IGP Dampare, the CID boss, Sa kwasia we needs to be picked up, and not just picking up, he needs to be interrogated. He needs to provide evidence it is beyond reasonable doubt e be kire say a seminar or canon, our facts, and those people, our evidence against, you know, or the right evidence, or see a chisanko for no. If he fails to prove, this guy needs to be arraigned before court, and any judge be a no, because the person protecting a democracy, no, he needs to go to jail to serve as a deterrent. Because on Sadia will be other countries. A man for better that TV, so radio so. Aka sama to nipa bi so ma nipa bi ewu amanfo bi atena TV so atena radio so aka sam ato nipa bi so ma nipa bi yeku omo, all because of politics any atro. So if this guy, from what he's saying, so our evidence are because the markets in Ghana belong to we Ghanaians, it's the taxpayers market, and we would love to protect the markets. It's for somebody like him to sit on radio or on TV to make emphatic statements, say NDC for planet, then it means he has evidence. And it is not just bringing him in to answer questions, it is him to give us the answers, evidence for those people who have planned to be arrested. I swear to God and to Ghana, so IGP, CID boss, I swear to God, if this guy is not brought in and anything happens, yeah, This guy is not supposed to see tomorrow. Ochina, he needs to go to the police CID office. And more motete Ghana, moya police for penny four. More motete Ghana, moya assoring penny four. Peace Council, Christian Council, you are all listening to this. This is not a matter of where the wankasa ye, where the wanyani ye. No, this is a matter we need to take immediate action on. Anywhere Akwawe or Ghana, he needs to be picked up. He needs to prove to Ghana Police Service with evidence. Say NDC4 the evidence needs to omokoshe market. If this guy, because say guy way police are picking up on Namwano be able to kuno because what he has done or what he has said, or the so many NDC people or the life are to danger. The statement from Nicholas Omanie Champon, Asama Wakin, say Ghana Police Service, I'm Fanamba Police Station, I interrogate no, I'm going to provide evidence that anybody can kill this guy on the street. Because this statement alone, or the anybody what you know what to Momantemia say or your NDC in life are to danger. Or the Obia life are to a very difficult position. And we NDC ni now to mantem, now to Jobima, Ubi to make Kuatu actually, ain't for self-defense, no, say Ghana Police Service and picking out this guy out of the system, Ubi Kuna, they should not say anything. They can't be. And the Ghana Police Service, some person protected the life of this guy, they should get him out of the system, interrogate him, when to provide the evidence he needs to go to jail. But if they fail, thinking said they are protecting NPP, somebody will have the right to kill him because he has put a lot of NDC people lives at stake. He has put in their life at risk. And because of this statement, Obibe to me attack NDC Libya or share NDC shirts. Because Omanie Champonti radio so say NDC Nibia or share NDC atade or ye NDC ni ye nim so ye NDC Nibia air plan say obeshe market. And if the Ghana Police Service they want to see this guy live for the next 23 days or the next 37 days, it will be good for them to bring him in. Because they all on one kasa life no, so to me live over 48 hours na on one kasa and it will be protected because he can die from this statement. All right. Is that okay? I've seen the fourth one. All right. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, Mama Yanko enim media. Yes, say bre ma. But for Nicholas Omanie Champon, say Odinko for life beto a danger. Me assure say NDC for no. If the IGP does not take matters into his hands, some NDC members who want to protect their life, they'll take matters into their hands. And this guy can be killed like a sheep on the streets because of the way our NDC for life. A putty baby a dangerous. Baby or the majority of NDC supporters' life, you know. One shot I am being an honest I am trying to protect Ghana's democracy and trying to protect this guy's life. I am trying to protect his life because a daya or team baby or tea, ne ma, and then I do obi betumi de aye petrol, what work of your what time bottle, and the sawa shano asoja atwa to the fio, if you say waka sama ama onosona life. Abe dangerous amano. Because and this Nibia or bank market bia or digital market bia or bank baby and yem no osro. Because Omanie Champon say omo plan say ombeshe market. Inti Ghana Nibia betuma ko NDC ni. Inti say NDC for ni bi. Sebio omadwene enyom say e wo so omo so nya abotre na anadwi omo kofa bottles. Na omo di petrol gum. Na omo di asawa sha no. Na omo pagwatum na omo tutu ni fie ba miensa. E be hye hye yere. So it is better for the Ghana Police Service to go pick this guy up. That's all I can say. Now, 6-5, 10-5 in Ghana. Yejinim, all right. And that's normally be a mystery. Oti pokwasi amanfro. Pokwasi amanfro noti. And pokwasi amanfro noti no. And this is what you want. Amanfo na person kofo attack omo no e ho no mote anadwi ometuma ehure si ufie ho omo betumi aba bebusa o say da ben na wote say me NDC ni makasa me kwhye market wo evidence wen enye obia na betwen akasa IGP mbra obi betumi attack o yire obi betumi attack o ba obi betumi etwaja ato ufie anadwi yo media maka Now, with the IGP, Bumako in Antinanto, a 2 for a month. All right, Messiah, boost that one for me, please. Now, there's another story here. Nana the Dankwe Kufuado say, John Dramani Mahama, only classmate, Asam Kasiana Kufuado King. John Mahama say, Bawumia, and Bawumia level no. Why ex-president pain? What did Juma? Evidence wo with diligently what didn't cray. Obian to be being Kase or no Mahama or a true for. Mahama said, Opobia debating about Bawumia is beneath him. On to mean debating a liar, a joker, somebody who does not even know what he's doing. Nana the Danko Kufuado became be our seeing Mahama Krauni classmate. Hey, Nana the Danko Kufuado. U football age 87. U age anka say 89. Because time ana over class 2. Time ana nyawo tamakro amwa class 2 now class 4. Into one when you need football age na who use since say you Ekufuado. And then adwi say me be phone call phone lines ah. Met me nya Ghana for any omo kasa da o met ma Africa say me ni Mahama me ne ko school me penyini. He was my classmate at primary, at JSS, at the university, and even when he started working as a national service personnel. You bet me nya Ghana for my friend will show so na adwi can say yes. Many John Mahama ne ko school. He is my classmate. In fact, John Mahama book or Troy, Ukoma was citing the classmate for D-Wom. For 89 years, Uba Sasi so you classmate that. For 89 years, I will attitude way back Uba Sasi so. Obian Pienka said, me, mature book, Nana Mini Kufuad in the class. Mini Kufuad in the co school, and ye graduate bomu, and ye pass bomu, and I'm a classmate. No, ever seen ne. Ye won nipa baako e manemba Ghana ha meka che say Ekufuado ko school abrochiro or ko primary or Ghana or ye de menen net na class yenti bi da wa party for meka che say certificate kura woni bi Kobne Japan ende odi Bawumia bonde nechi Bawumia le so e bonde wa bon an ono de oyi funu kura o e bonde Kobne Japan odi bonde Bawumia echi no se ka bokraman ka bo otwe ka bo aponchi ka bo eyede odwan na oda ho na ostarte se obloti na se ostarte se obon a aya na ye first anam no bonde e bon so ede Bawumia sa na ote wa bon na ede an oye bonde Mahamudu Bawumia bonde and the Kobne Japan the bonde nam and o ka je se yen to abama eye bonde Ekufuado Bawumia Mahamudu Bawumia yenene tia and as ye ka say won Nana the Danko Ekufuado wo de Bawumia baye ebesi ne uni certificate be kire Ghana.
So is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford.
And the Kobne Japan waited to radios and TV so say or person about yentoma Bawumia. Sanko fo na kofa weed smoke away by say yentoma no onim nyansa. Ekufuado distinguished the Nana Ekufuado wosua de nim nyansa na ne papa mon kai Ekufuado kweku ba kotea ena sei ena Ekufuado nyansa onim one de obu Ghana obu mra obu court one de nya de nsabeka democracy Ekufuado de kabi ma menke bi lawyer yete ha kwase atowei entumi nche certificate ne certificate be sinne mon kwase afo na kaje se akwawe ni certificate masa ko twa mo aba sei mon fa Bawumia emedi president wo Kobne Japan na kwase ampenyi ochna no beka je se Bawumia na otonfo so Canada wo Kobne Japan ade achi abasa betena TV so aka je se Bawumia na oye excellent food seller in Canada mo je se ejimi ohun everything they said about Ekufuado was a lie. They just cooked Ekufuado for us because omunim say ejimi, and that's the same thing they want to do now. Ekufuado ka certificate asem. Ekufuado ka classmate asem. Now mo start ka Ekufuado certificate. Senke John Mahama ka so certificate and can be so Ghana. Today they don't want to address that issue. Everybody has stayed away from it. And then hey, don't talk about it though. Ekufuado yenye so illegal immigrants. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is an illegal immigrant. Yetna krom ha and na suffer so weed smoke away so. Akoya no ya planting for food and jobs see. Efiri Yakoto Mickey Mouse. Also we are planting for food and jobs see ke wie Martin Nkabi okọ. We free sinim oni Akufo-Addo na num wi. Efiri Yakoto wen. Efiri Yakoto no ya Greek minister na no fia se eye koko cap no. Sa akwaya obeye planting for food and jobs osesa abode kogu nkran. Se otumfo de ne wo faasefo mo mfa baas mfiri Kumase mran nkran beto bode no. Sa akwasi campaign ni be wi a planting for food and jobs sika ekodi no. Owen, o this kind of ko yetete Ghana na yeto so nkwasi afo so. Eye de na the whole Ghana a whole Greek minister to be say yemra nkran na wakoto bode abegu ministries. Kwasi afo we so makoto bode abegu ministries. The policy bi aba na policy de body aba enti enyina yemfiri bantema ene eyeswame ene menhia south yemfiri menhia ne afa kan tutomu mra ministries of agric or ministry of agric na yemeto body wo ho kwasiafo we say ensanfa to me momo efiri agodo we chese odwene ho a ayese abodam Ghana for se enim nyansa pa anko bia mpontie NPP biem. But Jimmy, that's why we keep doing what we're doing. We always have to consistently a free Yakoto. Planting for food and jobs, and they are no ding. NPP to me one farm. Produce even 1 ton of food. NPP to me one farmer produce 1 ton of doso. 24 food container. Only chimche container bakumpa NPP planting for food and jobs it may produce yet have more catch say yes some besian koma farmers they aduane ni ho ya da wuti krom ha ya da wuti krom to entertaining kwasiafo we efiri Yakoto abeji sika diko yetete Ghana wo ye refi kwasia we the planting for food and jobs by yet ha yenhu bayira baako a aban wetumi duaye akwa we ko nwurem baby enkofo board ye omoduadua no kotutwa gu car mu no de ba ye say the whole Ghana over $700 million say they share planting for food and jobs no akwa we say sa sika no o de akoto board ye bidie car baako abesi nkran yete ha aden a o ya santini o ya MPP ni ntima me yenka. Now, I keep telling Ghanaians, say, it is very important. Say, Ghana na yetino, ye money pay that opportunity to use us, mess us up again. Anything young people like us, you to me better na ye kasa we ni bresuna, and just a time will be. A free year could talk as campaign ne ma eba be catch the mo, and mo massa mo papa mo bra. A free year could to on your accounts in Jire Obia. And there Obia nimno wa fasika ni nyina good accounts mu. Enya de Obia tata no. Say yesa tuma MPP akwase we be fasika ne di kwa. E wo say efiri yakoto e betena TV so. Na all accounted to the people. Account to the people. Start planting for food and jobs sika no e ko he. Now you get it. And in John Mahama, Wakacha Ghana for say, oh no, why you ready to go after these people and to also go after his own people? And in John Mahama, Wakacha Ghana for say, he is ready to go after his people and also to go after these people because we need to straighten the system. Into a free yakotoka siampe you know away. Yeti krumha, yaso son kwasiafo. To be truthful to each other. Or see a kind of cray. A free yakotomu say no, abrocha often hundio. A free yakoto, abroche crobiaso, a free yakoto kwasiampe, you often hundi da. We are gonna seek at a point not so a president di. A mere foolish drug addict say a free yakoto. We are sika manabon a dam, a few catchers episode the president. Adentra, na dam funi Akufo-Addo, or no numeri boom. Ya make for the president or no so be the president but tam sikane dwane and they be a catch Ghana for let's be honest Mommy yenye honest kakra. Abanwe is the worst in the history of this country. Abanwe is the worst. We cannot hand over power again to these fools. Mo asofo no in sorry am Ghana. Sebi omu nyina mo ye Ghana fo. Mo nyina mo nim se de ekoye nye. Nyoma nkoye. Nyoma say, let's stop being hypocritical. Let's be honest for once. Let's be honest for once. Now, and I want to put this. You go to the Ekasama. Maybe some the message we and the story be. I felt very, very sad. I felt sad because before I go on to talk about John Mahama's speech, and then I felt sad because you know there were some churches and the leadership of those churches, you know, irrespective of how some people saw them, they worked so hard to build churches. There were some diligent men of God that they sacrificed their life. And there's one church, Fitimen Korabrim, I have known this church for a long time. And I have respected this church. So only me, I'm one person. I look, they be a meka asoria sema. Sometimes to the asoria samba, we say, Kevin, I don't know, because I take my time to analyze church, especially the minim dada. I must study or more for some time. And then my story be, I am yapa because it's been a long time. And I didn't know, say, out of greed of some group of people, a dear nipa that send it to me church in the name of God. Omudio mumoja toho, ebwa, and how some churches have been able to help some Ghanaians. In sorry baby oha, omunya the flamboyant kind of church, TV so they be, but the lives that they have been able to touch. And it all goes to the commitment from almost 30 days. I'm sorry, no. Sibia, they were committed. And I saw this story and I felt to say, I was some because I have special connection to this church. Sorry, way. And this church, Divine Healer Church. This church, so we Ghana nina se wo Ghana na wacha. When with the sorry chiache, with the penifo omo sorry, ama omo ye diligent, omo kra to hwa. This is one of those churches, sir. You might not see them on TV. You might not see them on radio or hear them on radio or see them do flamboyant things, extravagant things. But ye ka omo di omo to hwa, omo say sorry. And not just sorry them through the gospel, no, they have been able to help people. So our church way, Divine Healer, is one of those churches in Ghana. So a person who didn't crepa na osha and sorry ni bipa from scratch. These are some of the people. And how they have been able to save lives through support. People who are unemployed. And nipa otia sorry we no. Nipa no oni hobi emwewu. And answer na nipa we bewu no. He believed say asori ne beya asori bia ebetumi ejina ne naso without any distractions. Asori ne will represent God in his own highness, to represent God was to change lives. The main reason for this church, and I know Nipana or Tia Soriweno, he's no more, but I know wherever he is today, he's hurt in his heart. Because Otis Soriweno, or Mekisho say, or the Mregu Kwemu, and the people who followed him or started with him, they have all believed in the principles Nipana or Tia Soriweno. It's so bad to say at this point, and I'm saying this, and this is a personal thing because I have followed this church, I know this church, and I know what impact they have made in this country. And Nipana Otia Asori ni ewu ye no. Asori ne mra ne kire say, e was say udi Asori nim to a point after 5 years no. E was say o step away. O step away na asori no ase yi nipa foforo emeni di asori nanim, because the nipa na oti asori, the foundation of the church it wasn't supposed to be centered on an individual. Enti o check here nipa na oti asori no o make sure say ono akrampo no at his time na oti ase no odi asori nanim, at a point he stepped away and allowed some people to continue, because that is how you build a church of God. And I saw this story and I was so hurt to say, this man called Apostle Isaac Kobna Adade, after the founder died and they made him the overseer to take the lead for 5 years, watina asori nanim e make sure say asori mpanifo ni bi na e wasa mo nyina adwene bom na omotumi e make sure transition aba ya den we free obobi abehwo no papa we say nyankopon aka kire de say ne 5 years ni mom no I exhausted but eni say ofiri so. Listen to this. This man, at this point as we speak, asori ni wo court. Why are they in court? They just want him to leave his position because there's a principle that was say, "Udi asori 5 years, sir. You need to vacate." And so man we say the nyankopon bia ka kire no say, the 5 years ni mom di aso. It's your penny. He's not going to leave. Until right now, no, the church of God, no, this man has hijacked the church. What will make somebody like this do that? It is only when the person knows they have committed some crime. The person doesn't want to open himself for audits. Actually, with this guy. And then you unim say asori ne mra na kire say 5 years pepepe e wo so free so no obi ba na edu say wo de wo so free so no say onyankopon aka kire say men free so. And me read this story, I was so hurt because when you read a story, he said, "Wasa afa asofo ni bi." And right now, no, we to me infiltrate here. Sorry, na ma wa polity. Sorry, penifo ni bi ma. Omo ananka also omo gina omo na so ka say no. There are principles. Nipa no tia sorry no krampo no. The principles no kra kan no. Emo no step aside nicely for. We to me infiltrate a corrupt a sorry for ni penifo ni bi to the point to say. Some of them are saying, say yes. Papa said in Yanko Ponsma mani movie or no so young person be movie. Why? Majority of asori for nina epe say the asori na yeti yano. I was say pepe yo edi asori nim. Now the 5 are the general overseer Apostle Isaac Kobna Adade, the deputy general overseer Apostle Maxwell Aite Foster, the general secretary Apostle Kenneth Ashley Ado, the chairman of the National Youth Ministry, Apostle Emmanuel Akwe, and the National Women's Fellowship leader, Apostle Dora Edith Osekre. Pictures. Now, the plaintiff have accused the 5 principal officers of refusing to retire in spite of reaching the required retirement age of 65 as stipulated by the Constitution of the Church. It is also the case of the plaintiff that the 5 principals officers are ineligible to stay in office after 7 to 5 year terms, the limit accepted by the Constitution of the Church. Intim radaho, papa ye di 65 years and over. And I was at 7 the 5 year term, no, 2 terms in the area. As we speak, this man is saying, oh, friso. Principal officers no makano, they are in the same boat with him, and then they are doing what? They are actually destroying the church because of corruption. Because omu yifri wa. Ye baba wisha nkra tebe mu so mo disika asay nyame asori into mo so mo free so this man e dey na mo je wa asase so what do you want and na nyame asori wa beja boss so obusu adan na so nyankopon kun to twene a wa ye bone ana. And these are despicable things people do in the name of religion. Now na obi ni ho na wo be share ho wasn't somebody there asori ni rules ni kire se twe wo ho. We will expose every single thing you have done. Krono amabontia only sa 5 principles no mom pese mo be free asori no eme ya to abama obi fofora be di so ahwe asori no nyoma so no ye be yi moto ye be ma wiase nyina hu krono amobo e wo the Divine Healers Church. I will make sure I expose this man. Won kwa greed unto fan say sorry. You cannot destroy a church because of your greed. I am hurt because I know this church very well. I know the people who started leading this church and how principled they were. And this man today has been so greedy and so corrupt. Where the 65 crowd, bro? So what is your problem? Actually, where we ska? Actually, what the sorry for no? The business. And then actually, when omo makano, akamutra bom na muri sorry no. Adenti na mo person will be free so. Now, this is something I need to tell you. Bawku nipa 17 and so far omu. 17 people have died from the killings at Ekoso Bawku. Ya bon nipa 17 to ekuomo ende wie ya Burkina phobia omo free Ghana eti track ma omo Burkina ye twa omo ti ahye omo. They were being escorted by the Ekufuadu police say almost the security akoboko omo boa. This afternoon Burkina base omo ba Ghana omo be ye adwuma omo ko back to Burkina enkofo we say omo security say ye guard omo boa ende ya kuomu ya shika na se kuomu nyina ka. 17 people have died, and let me tell you the real number, it is more than 17, but the government is protecting criminals until they are not even giving Ghanaians the right number. Mameka Vincho. Ayadeni Kunipa 17 in less than 72 hours. Now the president of the republic has refused to speak on it, because he is behind it. The vice president who today wants to be president of Ghana, or your campaign around the nation, Nikurum and Aye Kunipa. He has refused to speak on it. Ask yourself why. Because Mahamudu Bawumia NPP 4 and almost Shahonomu Kukusasi 4. I'm telling you. This Bawku conflict, it is being organized or orchestrated. The brain behind it is the NPP government. Mamprisi 4 Krampa, Omote Eye Bawku, some of them do not like what is happening. Yawa ahimfubia mo mamprusi enketenkete opinion leaders they don't like what is happening, but they don't understand why Bawumia ne Ekufuado Abanwe they are insisting say they want to bring down the Bawku Naba, they want to bring down a fashion in Bawku. And as we speak, 17 old and over people have been killed. Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado, president has not spoken. Mahamudu Bawumia, who is from Bawku, who is a Mamprusi, has not spoken. Or say, it should tell you something. This should tell you, Ghanaian Bia Osheme. These people, they kill. They are murderers. They don't care. How can a whole, because we're here when John Dramani Mahama Kra on free Bawku. Or your Gonjani went to Bawku, went to the north to tell our brothers and sisters to exercise patience. They should not allow anger, greed, and they should not allow some people to just allow them to kill each other. John Mahama on free Bawku, but even on free Bawku, we tumia to Tomako Sim Akopa say Bawku 4, he is begging or mining the Epesi Chichre. He wants us to stay as a nation. Mahamudu Bawumia of free Bawku. Or your Mamprusi ye kunipa over 17 Mahamudu Bawumia Njina baby anka se asamne hano. The president who is in charge of Ghana security, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, he has not said a word. Bawumia is in charge of the Ghana Police Service. Mahamudu Bawumia has not uttered a word. Shouldn't it tell? Is it not telling you something? I will say, Kachiro said the killings happen in Bawku or happening in Bawku. The NPP, Bawumia Ekufuado, they are behind it. Omukuta tuo Bawku no this government ne weaponize omo. Omu sinipa Bawku Bawumia NPP and amo mutuo emo mukunipa Bawku. If you say Mahamudu Bawumia ni group no person omo force Bawku for omo force ohene ema Bawku for. Into Mamprusi for the Bikrampono don't like what is happening because who is dying? It is the same Kusasis, the same Mamprusi people. So why is the government doing this to the people? Now, Kwasia we so debate. You cannot even speak on the death of your own blood. A fool like Bawumia is telling me he wants a debate with Mahama. It is a Mahama Kasa Bawumia, the thinking capacity and then the level of thinking and that he will not come that low to debate Bawumia. Among for Biso Montiasie. Mahamudu Bawumia, his own home is on fire. Kwasiato is not able to speak on it. He's not able to make sure that problem is solved. He wants to debate Mahama. Now, what makes Bawumia intelligent enough? You are not intelligent enough to know, say, your own home is on fire and that you need to quench the fire. You are calling somebody for a debate. Where Jimmy? Are you stupid? So who should speak for Bawku? The AC or Bokono and conform. Bawumia does not have to come close to power. NPP, they don't have to come close to power again. Somebody is saying in the comment section, say, I'll bring both chiefs maybe to the south for us to sit. Bawku has only one chief. Let's get this right. There are no both chiefs in Bawku. Since Ghana's constitution, there's only one Bawku Naba. It is one. There's no other chief in Bawku. Nobody should misinform the system. Bawku for Hene Bako, and he is the one the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana recognizes. And one no. And sa on Hene na oye Bawku Naba no, oye kusasi ni. That's it. And on Hene kwa Ghana Constitution recognizing no. There are no two chiefs biya e Bawku. Nobody should spread that news. Say you are him from you Bawku and internet tribal and talk. No, the NPP is forcing to install a chief in Bawku because Bawumia wants to force his side, his small side. And anytime make us say and your man for nyina and the pet the ekosono because they know man for na omunim nyansa. They want to live in harmony, no? They know they have lived with Aya Bawku Naba for years and nothing happened. So why is it said today, from nowhere, the Bawku Naba's the power, no? Somebody wants to limit it by bringing in an illegal chief. Bawku ni ahimfumienu. Don't get it wrong. Ahimfumienu ni Bawku. Bawku or Hene Bako pe Aya Bawku Naba, and he is the recognized chief of Bawku. Nobody should get it wrong. Besides, where do you have? I think you sent me that video the last time. It will be good for me to play that video now because the best Ghana for Bawku story no any history na say. Mema obia and that says okay, I've seen it. Mema obia and that Ghana that say Bawku ahimfumienu. They are no Bawku or Hene Bako pe. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana recognizes only the Bawku Naba. That's it. Obia also you know Bokubia or illegal or a cromfo. The people should not recognize that person. And none about Bawumia Air Force his small group of people to do. Mahamudu Bawumia on any packet webi even Mamprisi for no Nyansana are not in support of what is happening. Because Mamprisi for the be aware Kusasi for the be aware Mamprisi for. And they have lived and they have come to that recognition. Say, Bawku Naba na omuhene. The Bawku case in 1958, the Court of Appeal that served as the highest court of the land, ruled in favor of the Kusasis. That the Kusasis are the rightful owners of the land and that they have the right to enskin a chief, to make that chief the Bawku Naba. In 2003, the Supreme Court, after these Mampusis were led by Ekufuado to the Supreme Court, they themselves pulled out of the case knowing they could not win any case. The Supreme Court technically told the whole of Bawku that the Kusasis are the rightful owners of the land. 2003 and a case we end there. Why are we having this bloodshed today? Why are we here today? Why are we killing people today? It is because of Napo Bawumia and Ekufuado. That's all. You see, he was saying he called the Attorney General, he called the National Security. They all know that that guy is somebody they need to get rid of in terms of they need to take him out of Bawku. But it is Bawumia and Ekufuado weaponizing that guy, forcing him on the people of Bawku. And Nuntina Bawku Naba no time John Mahama call hono or the appeal to him. He was not demanding, he was appealing. That is there a way that you can make Bawku its own region, so that the people will know our land, that this is where we belong. Because people who came as settlers are now claiming ownership of the land. That is where the problem is. Dagomba hene a owo Kumasi entumi claim ownership of Asante mine. No, you are settlers. Asante can recognize Dagomba for. Asante can recognize Awona for. Asante can recognize Sisala for. You can be a chief to the Sisala people or Dagomba people in the Ashanti region, but you cannot climb to the highest stool to become Asante hene. And it applies to Boko. Kusasi for are assassini Omudiano. From history, Mamprisi for are settlers. So at a point, the Mamprisi people in their small communities had opinion leaders. They saw them as chiefs, and out of that small leverage they were given, they thought that they could install one person to be the overlord of the Boko land. Through history, from 1958 to 2003, it is clear that the Mamprisi people are the rightful owners of the land. So why are we killing them? That is why the president, who used to be the lawyer for this small group of Mamprisi for, because I don't want Ghanaians to make it look like, say, Mamprisi for Nyina are in support of the murdering of people by Bawumia and Kufuor Abanwe. No. I want Ghanaians to understand, say, there's a few people in this government who are, at the end of the day, putting this thing together. Until let us not, as much as we know the land belongs to the Kusasis, no, Mamo meyan fa Mamprisi fo nyina engu one basket team, enka say Mamprisi fo ni pabone fo. Eya Bawumia ni group kitwe bi a omo greedy no, they are the ones causing this problem. Because mini Mamprisi fo muni munyansa, they don't want this. But it is the greed from Kufuor, who used to be a lawyer for the small group amongst the Mamprisi Fono, and Bawumia, who wants to forcefully and skin a chief on the Mamprisi on the Bawku people. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana recognizes Bawku Naba one as the only chief, or the paramount chief of Bawku, and he is a Kusasi because his forefathers owned the land. That is end of case. Yeah. You see, as 76 here, and I say, we try to take action. They use the court, they use the security, they use the court and the security to intimidate Kusasi for, and that has been the plan of NPP 4-way, Bawumia 4-way. That is the plan. You see. Asama esi ewo eyedien Boko right now no. Quickly, the Chief Justice says, he said, oh, you know what? All the courts around eyedien Boko no, we're closing it down. From Bolga to Boko, it's about 1 hour 45 minutes. From Bolga to Boko, it's about almost 2 hours. Suddenly, the Chief Justice is out. All the courts around there, and even court at Boko, Bolga no, we're closing it down. Why? Why do you close the courts down? Their plan is that Omunim said there is a warrant pending. Some people, some courts there are supposed to take a decision. That decision will see to the end of this because the illegality happening. No, the man who is leading the Bawumia small group, we need to use the court in Boko to stop them. Now, quickly, Omako Chief Justice was say she should close down all the courts. Send that warrant, that court decision to arrest the guy, no, it will not take effect because you need the court to basically come out with a decision for that guy not to carry himself as a chief. Into quickly, the Chief Justice came out and say, "Me close court from Bolga to Boko is almost 2 hours." Into why do you close the court there? Why do you close the court at Boko so that no one can go and get that warrant? You see what they are doing. This woman, the murdering of people are calculated. I know sometimes a man for begin say we hate these people. We don't hate them. They are diabolic people. Oh dear. Me say From Bolga to Bawku, it's about an hour and a half. So when you read this document, thank you very much. And this document is actually the one I'm going to read now. It's coming from Nkoto. And it's important we read this document. It's got to do with the Bawku issue. Now you see this issue. So it's also important. These are records that a bit to me, yeah, they are supporting a year Cletus Avoca issues not kind of. Now when you read this document and look at this document, it says party politics and the deterioration of Kusasi Mamprusi relations. Tension between the Kusasi and Mamprusi became worse after the emergence of political parties in the Gold Coast, with Nkrumah's Convention People's Party and Northern People's Party, that's the NPP, that's the CPP, Nkrumah's the Convention People Party, that's the CPP, and the Northern People's Party, NPP, as the main parties in the region. These events coincided with the formation of the Kusasi youth movement, mainly by Kusasi educated elites and college graduates. In Bawku and its environs, the CPP had the support of the Kusasi and won massively in the Kusasi-dominated enclaves. On the other hand, the Mamprusi led by the Nairi rallied behind the NPP, referred to as the Chiefs Party. Thus, by the dawn of independence, Kusasi-Mamprusi relations had assumed a national dimension, as reflected by the polarization of the support base of the CPP and the NPP in Bawku and its environs. In addition to this, so the whole thing started time a year NPP for who say the elites, those in a year Bawku na omuye Kusasi for na omako school na, they were supporting a year CPP's ideologies, you know. The NLC, the NPP, omono, they decided to go in there and, without due respect, use the other group, without due respect, most of them who were not that educated, to counter the inroads of the CPP. It has been a political thing. In the Soko Mamprusia, Oko Bawku, that group no mo yesano, omo ye NPP asefo, because NPP for no ebed ma idea be say, if you are against CPP, if you're against Kwame Nkrumah, if you're against the ideology of Kwame Nkrumah, then join us and destroy these people. And that is what they have done till now. And remember, CPP ideologies at the NDC ideologies. And it's a JJ Rollins by and the PNDC era now. Omoka say he should take action, or say they came to do a house cleaning. They did not come to deal with tribal issues. So the JJ Rollins PNDC, they wanted to stay away from these kinds of tribal issues. The JJ Rollins PNDC wanted the court to take charge of this. And in 2003, the court took charge and the judgment came out from the Supreme Court that the Kusasis are the rightful owners of the land. So why are we murdering people today? For the CJ, for the Chief Justice to quickly go out there and say, I have closed all the courts, a deliberate, a diabolic. They don't want the warrant issue to be dealt with. Yes. So every person who is killed, Ekufuado and Bawumia, they know about it. Oko Bawku, Sam Mamprusi for Obubotu, a 20 kutomono, and sophisticated military weapons. They are not shooting with simple guns. So no. Some of the videos we cannot show you on this TV. The way, the kind of guns they are using, a government supported attack. They want to nullify Kusasi for no. So we nya Bawku hineno mekuno, these people, I'm telling you. So Bawku hineno, so we nya the right protection. This Bawumia NPP Mamprusi small group will do kill him. Because at the end of the day, that is their old target. That is the only thing left. And it's that the Kusasis have to be very vigilant. And Mamprusi for now, very intelligent and honest people. No, you should tell your people that this is not going to help anyone. Mahmoud Bawumia is too greedy because of power. Mia Matisa na Bawumia say insult does not win election. Obiandi watemo wa ujimi ene yuka. What you want now? Incompetent John Mahama. I have heard the incompetent one. I have heard the Kwasia now incompetent. You can say, don't be stupid. A wolf. Yeah, wouldn't be the and then we know John Mahama is insulted. But we are going to brofu. Jimmy. Now, Monshane ne running mate no. The day a John Kuma wuye and an apu boardam minima the kontra. The day a fine man John Kuma wuye and an apu boardam. Now some person who's an apu or bet me suffer John Kuma problem na be Monshane Nikosia. It is meeting. I am steady no. Napo our serious ailment problem yo. Ne Nikosia no. Napo's eyeballs, ne Nikosia no sha. The two black no they are meeting. Mobeka sasibu manka. Now, Napo say or sending message a comma a former CJ Sofia Ekufu or say what would force a retired chief justice with full salary to join protest or say a dear pan the Bema former chief justice Sofia Ekufu or no air retiree or no other retirees pensioners. I hit the street say omo demonstration because I buying atamo musika without them knowing. Na po say Sofia Ekufu mu nim nyansa. I catch them. And yem vendimo. When my conscience yem vendimo. I was here and I'm catch them say when the NPP through Ken Oforiata mismanagement of the economy Ekufu adu Bawumia time omo fa pensioner for sika DDEP. Our pensioners, no, they were supposed to speak truth to the government, no. We found or we got some pensioners sitting on TV telling Ghana for say, oh, Ken Oforiata is a God-fearing man. Share. Yeah, pensioner for Mobutina TV. So, oh, we know that you know what Ken Oforiata is a God-fearing man, and that we know God will talk to him, God will touch his heart, and that our money and that Napodima or the pensioner of Atem or say we a pensioner yetiawoka na aban atamusike dia Jimmy 7 say ubepie na wabe demonstration pensioner na sika na eda na accounts ma every month oyikakra edikoto indro edhwe no ho yare through DDEP. The carelessness from you fools. Mwedi omusika na omo ye kire no. Napo and the original platform ka say na also for Ekufu. Ye da utia oka na ye wia usika kura de akwa DDP a. E de nyansa na wo say also kwa demonstration. Who read this story now rebel ho. Kwasia we pese obeye running vice president. Kwasia we did the pensioner for more Ghana nyina atam. Say they don't have the rights. It is all a pensioner. Now say you're down ML salary kakra. You don't have the right when somebody is taking your pension money. Sofia Ekufu say or your ex CJ. Now say ebia onya stipends me for aban ho. Now all her life after serving this nation. Now or the sikana koto se sikano or the abo aban besia. Now aban edi sikano na oka. She does not have the right to say it. People like Napo are not supposed to live on this planet. Napo Jimmy. Napo ya kwasia ombu pensioners no nti ya ma menum omo ye teacher fo a na omo eye the street so a na omo su omo ye demonstration omo ka se aban no omo sika na aban na fa no aban no em make sure say omo saka omo sika no meba omo saka omo sika no back no and then Napo gina stage ka kire Ghana for say sa pensioner fo we mu na mo hu omo no onti ase say omo aden omo jimi so omo demonstration.
We know we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. It's all we have, we know. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get
These are the people Napo is telling them, said they are crazy. Also, my bodam, I didn't know some demonstration. Say, I buying a for musica. I buying a for musica. I didn't. And the crowd, John Mahama spoke about the bonds, about how a buying way afa kuti kwanso every Ghana fosika. Okache Ghana for say when he comes back, something needs to be done because things needs to be restored. John Mahama and the Okasano, he even apologized to pensioners ni penifua abanwe efa kuti kwanso ewia omusika. John Mahama today, he felt so bad say den aban etimi fa Ghana fosika etimi efa Ghana fosika na at the end of the day juma ni di ayama Ghana a sacrifice. And the John Mahama ekasa, he was saying say these things are supposed to be rectified. I was say correct sanyoma way. But Napo said, Napo say a yes for a kufu, any pensioners from Ghana. Oma Bodam say, Sebio, Omba sorry, so demonstration. Abaya for Musiketi and today. He is preparing to come to power to solve the mess and Kwasiafu we are causing. He is thinking about pensioners. He is thinking about how to restore the integrity na wano to protect our pensioners. Sikaka kra edawa. Sebio, omode ede ebo mobra, medical bills, edebo. This is John Mahama. He is thinking about them. Napo today in power is insulting pensioners. Napo today in power, ojina nipem na wakachire pensioners say, aden tina omoye demonstration. Na ono Napo no hu ni say omo ejimi. Now, I'm in chawa debi. Ekoni etim no. So man you careful San Kwasiafo we for NPP no be say kuro no. Hey, John Mahama is in opposition. You see the conflict in Bawku. The conflict in Bawku, it is so dear to John Mahama. Ehano. In his heart, no, he doesn't want to lose any life. He doesn't want any Ghanaian to die because of politics. Every opportunity John Mahama in these few days, he has tried to speak on the Bawku conflict. He has tried to tell the people of Bawku that they are all brothers and sisters. They should recognize and that nobody should kill a brother or a sister. John Mahama has been president before, and under his leadership, so John Mahama in opposition has seen, he said, if he does not come back to correct what these people are doing, we will not have a nation. And even today, this evening, when John Mahama was speaking, he still spoke on the Bawku issue. The president of the republic, the vice president who wants to lead or free Bawku no, or say he's not going to speak on it because the president and the vice president are weaponizing some small group of people to kill Ghanaians. This is John Mahama today, how he wants to solve this Bawku issue and how he wants it to stop. We need to give power to people who think about us. Or say it to me, leaders don't take sides. Leaders solve problems. Leaders, the plight of the people are always the problem, the headache of leaders. This is an opposition leader. And he's talking about how the ASU Obokono, Ehano. We have a president who is the head of the military and all security agencies in Ghana. We have a vice president who is the head of the Ghana Police Council. Osa, Efri, Mampurusi, Ofri, Wale, Oya Bokuni. He has decided not to speak. I had then I'll come to me, my NPP. I had then I would to me, my a murderer. Because what the government is doing, they are murdering the people of Bawku. Let's get serious for once. And then we have a running mate who is walking around telling Ghana for say, pensioners or more Ghana or Jimmy for demonstrating against the government that is stealing from them. Massa, we cannot speak more again. No. All that we want to tell you, say, you people should at the end of the day understand. Way more NPP for more Jimmy. Bawumia does not care. Only you know, didn't you know? Adia Samira Penyina so be first lady. Hey, if Bawumia can use all the thugs in Ghana to kill everyone for Samira to see herself as first lady, she will do it. She doesn't care. Me see, say Bawumia be use police or be use military. Eku eye Ghana Nibia to become president for Samira to be called first lady. She doesn't care. Bawumia dama wabona and saying na if Samira the woman is telling him, you get me what I want. So Bawumia is fooling himself not because of the love for Ghana.
With the judiciary, special courts will be established to prosecute and sanction persons in whom adverse findings are made by the Auditor General's report and by Parliament.
John Mahama is reaffirming his promises. Okache Ghana for Osi oral. Eye Ghana nsase a eye aban nsase a nipa bi omo aban mu ende ye nyina yenim. Ewia nsase na ton ama omo ho. Enye nkran ko awo. Kumasi who eye the Volta region, Eastern region. Se obi wa aban mu na se omo de koti kwan aton asase omo o say eno eye ade bi a oba to make sure so omo yes ade nyina de betwe omo so age asase nyina back. This is what we need to reset Ghana. John Mahama say eye ade a ye frɛ no eye de stolen lands no enye eno nkwa o eye Accra redevelopment no obe make sure say Sibia JJ Rawlings any Atamos mo ye o madwene say omo redevelop Accra government lands e wa Accra na omo pese omo make sure say you develop Accra and Sase to benefit the people of Accra and Ghana for at the end of the day no and then go for we aba omo twitwa Sase ni peace amo no John Mahama say and the oral no when they come they will retrieve and they will make sure they go back to basics to reset and crime for no omasase na eya aban asase omabɔ ho ban na aban wo plans say ye de beye enyoma ebeboa nkranfo aboa Ghana no o say NDC ba power opeso ka kire NPP for say wa wo de won saka nkranfo asase and it's a promise to nkranfo oba reset system no ensase bia ya aban dia esa ye nkranfo dia no it to go to the rightful owners. John Mahama say eba aban contract ene edien ene aban dwumade o say aban contract bi edwa sebio se omo ka se omo ko sign a ebebro $5 million or say the cap $5 million. Parliament be decided but ono de na aban no be make sure say the aban no sign contract ne aban yesikasembia they stay within $5 million. Senior beya we can work within our own finances and reach. And he is trying also to make sure say ye expenditure and senior sebio ye be yesikasemu seno no he is putting a limit. We need to stop because aban we problem in how they have been able to at the end of the day how they have not been able to stop the overspending, how they have been able to breach a lot of procurement processes because they hide behind procurement, they hide behind single source, no matter $50 million, no their mobi. They hide behind procurement, no matter $50 million, $60 million, $100 million, no their mobi. John Mahama saw bar. There's going to set up a committee. Their job is to make sure say procurement a year contract sign it will not exceed $5 million. Even Parliament, we will make sure say within Parliament, they try not to exceed that because and only the only way we can at least manage our expenditure, manage how much we spend. That is the only way we can save money. And then from the resetting of Ghana's economy. John Mahama Ekasano, I see. Nyama be brain wa NDC buying episode ye. Now, sa opera ora we or the bano. It is geared towards making sure say the resetting idea no de ba say nyoma also aban ye ema ye sikasem efa ntoma pafra egina ne naso no. That is why he's introducing this because so person who reset den ekura so person uji krosi wa also go back to basics ne nyoma bi ene tokro bi ededa wa ema sikasem no enwunu intina de bia Mahama ka o say so won aban mu na say emradiw enya de obejew na ose oba power no obetata NPP for di Ghana sika na wo ye NDC ni awa be mu obedi Ghana sika na embra no so mu a ono John Mahama onjew. And this is the kind of the reset we need. Mahamud Bawumia ntumi ngina baby anka se obetuma prosecute NPP ni he can't unim omo wia Ghana nsase ewo Kumasi, Accra, Tamale, Volta region omo ye NPP for no Mahamudu Bawumia ntumi ngina stage da enka se me wini power me prosecute obi owi aban asase ontumi nye because nkofo no mo wi aban asase no omo sika eno mo de yen campaign ma no enti Bawumia ntumi ngina stage enka se eye gold for oil obe prosecute ontumi nka se bibi ti se de ejapa obe prosecute Bawumia ntumi nka anything about eye 58 million eda ko to amena cathedral ontumi prosecute obia galamsey reporter Professor Frimpong Boateng de ba abontene Chairman Wontumi galamsey James Kate Jemfua kojo ponkro mo galamsey Lord Come Mahamudu Bawumia entumi prosecute obia meaning so Bawumia be president what is going to happen and say Jumadie na yehu na ese Ghana no Chairman Wontumi will do 10 times but say John Mahama be president Chairman Wontumi nya galamsey e dey na so tiase inti so na ese no until aban besesa no san so na ese na nya de bejai tie in so na ese o Ghana no until you beto aba eyi NPP free power no ye ntumi stopping every search Chairman Wontumi na ese nsuo no every say NPP na ye galamsey no omo DCs omo MCs omo MPs ni ministers na ye galamsey no inti say 120 NPP o problems na ukom no unfrim. So it is very important for you to make sure say abana wokoto no utiotia aban wei senya beya aban bi beba manyoma asesa momiankoti Mahama is reaffirming, is reassuring you, is making you believe, is trying to let you understand that Ghana can still get back on its feet. And they say as a declaration say obenya power 7 December 2025 30 days per obi a why na adwene say obeye dwuma e wona aban mu bia also declare assets. We japade nyina so magana fo nyina hu we japade or say the first 30 days so why adwene say oni John Mahama be ye dwuma also we declare asset ebe sin there James and declare assets ebe sin there Ekufuor declare assets ebe sin there 90% of judges of Ghana time a yoku eye asepa edi judges bi eko eye shraj say omun declare omun asset yok shraj for the one document represent judge for nyina so we declare judges net na office after 5 years and some we declare our assets government officials till date but on asari munya they have not declared their assets. John Mahama say so we need power the first 30 days why adwene say obesom e wona aban mu no also declare our asset magana for nyina hu we japade including himself. John Mahama Nkwane president in the history of Ghana and in Africa wait me availing on ediama special prosecutors who investigating him e bin see that a special prosecutor to be Bawumia say this man is squeaky clean. John Mahama Nkwane, the special prosecutor's office was formed or put together by the Ekufuor government and NDC government and a special prosecutor. Ekufuor and the baby special prosecutor's office. John Mahama Nkwane, the only president, ex-president in the Republic of Ghana and in Africa. Wako the special prosecutor office investigate me. Emma special prosecutor are investigating about our because I didn't see anything wrong on you. Dear Biam Namope. A dear Biam Namope ewo Ghana. A dear honesty Biam Namope. Na Ekufuor Nankasa special prosecutor investigated John Mahama Ababontene Abetune Numutu said this man is squeaky clean in Africa. E bin see that. John Mahama Nkwane president which Majina TV so I catch a government to say I save at these specific banks, go and investigate me. It is only John Mahama in the Republic of Ghana and in Africa. Onon Kwane ex-president which me be no akasa asem will be ever seen there. The government of the day has not said that John Mahama we a penny and I see a teku. Open honesty. This is honesty in politics. This is leader. This is leadership. Into culture say oba bemwa the first 30 days obia why na just say the best someone abemu no 30 days no or no be declare the asset you also have to declare your asset. So when to me anya sir you need to get out or say oba na ba anymore what is going to happen is say or assuming officer omo be set up an agency sa agency no or say audit the government agencies. Because it is looking like say over the years, the Auditor General's office now, you rely on almost to say there was some more auditing government agencies, till date, even the Electoral Commission, they have not audited them. And there should be another layer almost to oversee the work of the audit agency and an audit service. Send your beya the audit service no so omoko audit a government institution na omu se obi discani search agina. They will be forced to make sure say those leaders of that institutions no face the law. John Mahama said he's going to build another layer. Nobody will feel say I work at the audit office and that I have the right to do anything. I can go to the electoral commission. I will not audit them. I will not write the report, and nobody can question me. John Mahama said another layer is going to come, and that agency that feel say they are so powerful, and that after the audit service they audit them, no, they are not accountable to anybody. There's going to be another layer that will force that office service to make sure people take the fall, because all the Ghana's car you have to pay the consequences. John Mahama said or catch the Ghana Nibia say Oba office 7th January 2025 adia yaka S gracia obetwam muntie. John Mahama say Oba office 7th January 2025 Ghana for to abamana or sa catch them biem S gracia obetwam obi anje S gracia o Ghana biem. That adena mote Ghana ka say S gracia na do dan kwaku for the Bawumia betena power 8 years o man from nsa anka say o montumi biem anu anka say S gracia obetwam or say sa gap no between eye omoje S gracia any aban dwumafo no bi no sa eye gap no it is not right, because edwuma omo ye no obi so teacher ni and nka o say police ni teacher ni judge for obi o ye adwuma cleaner aban adwuma also nka mu nyina S gracia or see because of that ye betwa S gracia mu e wo say obi age ne salary oje o salary a oje waketua sie bi oje alawa sie bi se bi okọ pensioner ayatua o tax na yentil e was net se na be okọ pensioner ubedidi o pension ho enti ade ye friend S gracia John Mahama ka kire mu biem or say 7th January 2025 obedi president obetwam in some way akanda wo, but or say team he's reassuring you, he's reconfirming, he's letting you understand say sa ebo na wa hye no enye ebo a oka ne keke or such let's say that contract na onemo beko no a very important contract to him. Onya true for to say Bawumia, onya dada for to say Bawumia on be kasem enda ne na no say me economist adechia or say me digitalization expert. No, John Mahama say dia waka no or say sisudua mon recording to na montia say or no more contract so anya muntuntia no 2024 NDC ni bi obe represent NDC no John Mahama obi obe bia ma montuma NDC no say wanya sa anyoma we a John Mahama sakasa or say eye judiciary no e was say ye tenetene no na ban be support judiciary no but omo judiciary mu a omo fa koti kwan so any politicians ededa and make sure say omo tenetene edane dan nsam ebu intanchia say eye judiciary eye court no or say obi clean court no omo wo mu a omo ye NPP judges omo ti Ghana edi bone court ne de obe support judiciary no ehia say ebe support judiciary no ema omodwuma ejina ne na so na mom say wan pipem wan clean mu a untumi support inti ose obedi president a yenti a say eye judiciary no eye court no or say ye pipem efisesisi na efi wo mu dodo omo mu di anim omo mu wom judge fo de bi nyina majority no yehu say omo nyoma bi omo ye na entwa ye. That is what John Dramani Mahama is saying say obeye. Now John Mahama say okay obe reducing the size of government or see say you to abana mana wa catch them dada and the osaka biem on for more than 60 ministers in Ghana or so onyeda or ashomo or sa catch them unde he will work with not more than 60 ministers or so obefa qualified people to work with. You don't need bulls, you don't need fools, you don't need plenty people to say go for 120 125. No, you need people who know what they are doing. Inti John Mahama say or no more esa tunchia onya tumi na he's not going to work with more than 60 ministers. Inti he's going to cut waste in the system. The reason why Okasa say when you said the NDC has a lot of quality, you don't need quantity, you need quality to deliver. And that is what he is saying, say NDC oba obeye
community services and the government that will not infuse the services with unqualified personnel just because of political connections is coming.
Mahama, this is even too refreshing. Now, Utie John Mahama, don't you feel, say, John Mahama speaks a lot of, every time you hear John Mahama speak, there's leadership around, there's hope, there's something you call wisdom, there's something you call selfless leadership, respect. So John Mahama Kasa, we are Ghanaian, Otiasye. You could see, say, he's not taking advantage of you. You could clearly hear, say, this is a man who wants to relate. He relates to Ghanaians. It is refreshing. If such a person is your president, you are not scared of the next statement you make. You are not scared to say, to come out and speak like a fool. It's like you get a lot of satisfaction. Oh, leadership. It's not about somebody making noise and dancing and fooling and throwing jargons around. Oh, it is the composure that person has. And most importantly, the experience, and most importantly, to respecting your intelligence. So when you leader no jina wenim na obu nyansa, that is the only thing you need, because say leader no respect o nyansa, sa leader no be ka kire wo say woni bibi me ba be ya apamao abra onim se komedo. So when you leader we jimi a obeka kire so oh mesi toilet amao abra o ka kire wo say oba obeye economy ni ye ma wodwuma ejina. Unya leader we jimi a oba obeka kire wo say ah na wonim se me no na first me economist and the me digitalization. So when leader we jimi a odina stage na osa onim nyansa ontumi nka asem bia ma hope. So when leader we jimi a ontumi nka nkire wo say me ba meche me hu nipa wa bokro no. So when leader we jimi a ontumi nka problem a wom e de say ye bokofo tuo e che leader we jimi no ontumi mpo hu say e haw. When leader we jimi a ade e haw no enha no. So when leader we jimi a say pensioner sika ye gifri nsem by force a enha no ehia no. So when leader we jimi a ye boga na need to during election for about 4 years on kan wasem. Enti leader we jimi no o problem enya the problem, and that is what we are seeing in the NPP candidates. The NPP candidate does not understand your problems. He understands the problems of his wife, the problems of his boss. He understands the problems of his corrupt colleagues in his party. He does not understand the problem of Nipana or what Bokuna Yekuno on Tiasie or when he say it is going in his favor, so it is fine. When you listen to John Mahama, you hear hope. For 8 years, we have lost that. For 8 years, Ghanaians, we didn't have hope. We didn't have somebody who can control his temper and speak and make decisions in our favor. We have had temperamental, foolish idiots without certificates, stupid idiots who lie through their teeth, comedians who think that jargons and foolish commentaries are what runs a nation. We have left that Ghana that we had leaders who could lead us, talk to us, make us understand the reality. Today we are being governed by fools who think everything is supposed to be a charade and stupid actions. The refreshment John Mahama Kasim, it gives you that hope that Ghana still utie Professor Nano Pukwajiman, utie John Mahama, now utie Napokwasiye, tie Bawumia. It means to say Ghana, we are not even supposed to make a mistake of even thinking of voting for any of these fools or more NPP. The NPP is a party full of idiots. John Mahama Kasana or say the to me mana your prisons ni hiano or be establish a court or prison nim and ye chigana niya na sebio Ghana niya or we akoko near de or ne Ghana niya or ya armed robber koto a prison cell back or say that is not right. He is going to expand the prison. Reforms I will say a cost of prison no and obi that prison no pepe no be more hardened criminal. Or say what he wants to do and say even in the prisons, or better establishes some reforms. Obi beko prison abano. Now that person is fully reformed to be part of the 24-hour economy to contribute their quota to this nation. Into prison or bar inside prison or be a court or prison because the prison officers and the people who live with the prisoners, they know the conduct, how people are changing, how daily they are moving from a bad attitude into a good attitude. They are going to assess prisoners into Hardened criminals will not be mixed with petty thieves. They will not be mixed with people who are not thieves, who are not hardened criminals, who because of something that is not related to violence, prison. John Mahama said this is what he wants to do. John Mahama said, expand the access to legal education. And Ghana, there were so many lawyers, so Jimmy. But there are so many people too who want to go into the legal profession. We need to create access for people to be able to come into the legal profession, because the more we have bad ones, we still need to get good ones in there to kill the bad ones. In quote, he's going to make sure say the legal education you be able to get a lot of people going in there and doing a diligent job, because right now we have too many people we don't have enough lawyers dealing with issues for people. Inti ama and the obi acquire the service of a lawyer because there are few lawyers in the system. There are a few good lawyers in the system, let me say it that way. Now we need to upgrade or work on the legal education so we will get a lot of people going in there. So be tatawa, that's all per lawyer. It is not going to be too expensive for you to defend yourself. And the Ghana for be lawyer, I could defend your more, but because the lawyers are few, into and the lawyers not a ball life good paso, a bit more just some amount they are not supposed to be charging. Or say it is important we open it up for lots of people. They can also access legal education. Ama on my way, law on some any nipa. You protect you through the law, and lawyers protecting other Ghanaians, and also ebeboa. John Mahama say. Security agencies or Ghana or catch Ghana for or Sasisudia or say he respects every security personnel in Ghana, and in fact he used the word or say or appreciate every single person what dedicating who send or your police ni or your soldier ni or your immigration officer or your any security personnel or Ghana or appreciate it. The reason is that no matter how some people see them, almost risky lives to protect Ghanaians. I say he has been the commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces before, and onim how for the past 8 years, security agencies, security personnel, the politics are buying with your security agencies. I say or catch Ghana police, Ghana military, Ghana immigration, Ghana fire service, all the security agencies say Muamu deserve the right promotion. He will make sure so oba they will set the record straight. Wow, say promote promotion I cannot say the man. What's what I was say undeserve that promotion say you because in the security the forces promotions are very important. It shows say amount for dedication it is being recognized. And when people serve and their promotions are taken away from them, that patriotism to serve, it becomes difficult for them to basically commit fully. John Mahama said, or catch a security agencies and the personnel say a new dawn is close. He is going to come in as a president who will make sure say the security agencies, politics come amount for a promotions if you muslim time also politics inti young person or say vote for him. It is a promise, and that he will reshape, he will change the face of the security agencies in Ghana. The politics now will obey from, and security personnel will work for Ghanaians. They will be more committed. They would love to be patriotic, and the patriotism is gone because your politics or security agencies. I'm a personnel or say or appreciate every policeman, every military man, every fire service personnel, every immigration person, every custom officer. So government of Ghana security agency John Dramani Mahama say he appreciates you and he expects you to vote for the NDC for the things that you have been denied. He comes in, they will restructure the system for the security agencies to go back to its normal state. Utia, so I'm a phone in a me you Ghana for intina me we me say a message in us. This is how politics is done. This is somebody telling you that it's time for you to make a decision. Now, o president Nina Okasa, are you not refreshed? Don't you have some hope? So at least you nipe bia onye jimi. At least you nipe bia obunyansa on ka sendia wa wote obeka say ye na nipe yi king. Asema Jomahama eke bia no ye nyina etumi relate. That is how leaders etie. Now Jomahama kasa no say mo amokoto special voting no. O say onim say mo nyina hardship ayekom no, mo nyina mo wombi. Especially security agencies personnel. Mo nyina bra ye bre o Ghana. Na owo gidie wo mu say tomato say yeto dwom. Eye de insu ayeto. Eye edwadi ayekodi. Eye senia ye didwa e wo Ghana. Ye nyina so ye Ghana fo. Enti mo a mo ko special voting na majority of more security agencies mu no. E wo say mo tie ase say aba na mo to no, mo to aba e de aboa mo ho, aboa e bia mo fie ene mo sikasam. Ene senia Ghana ye be chichiri ni ye abo mo nso mo ho ban. Na o kasa no, o see security personnel or more Ghana for some time now. Obetini abo bi tuo, obetini ekuwei, obetini obi akonya accident. The obeti ani say IGP akosra omo compensation and I say empatade de be ma omo ema sebio omo ma omo gya omo echire omo yirenom ene omo busua empatade a emu eduru a ebetumi de aka kire omo say yedam ase emom mo bana ya hwere no Ghana na ahwere no ya say asem boni say ato no na emom yentumi enja mo ho saa ye behia empatade ana compensation bia omo yirenom omo manom omo kurunum enso behu say Ghana sebio yenja omo agegemu in the Jomahama so ba sanyoma no very important to him because ohu sacrifice security personnel no dodo omo Ghana no omo ye and obetina police ni bia boni trimutuo de obe wan say IGP akoho akosa no akodutwa camera no okofie. Jomahama say sa show off no etwam. It's about time aban so de nsasi de form the nice form na police for security agency personnel soldier for omo a omo boy ho ban no se atoyire nkyem bi etu obi wo ma se omo hu se omo yirenom ana omo kurunum omo mba ne omo busua no so sebio aban ebepe empatade a emu odu a sebio ebema omo so ehu ahenha omo a ebema omo so ate ase se oman no sebio so obi etu no ho ache se obebo Ghana ho ban a saa nipa no so sebio enye edwumafo no oye. In Jomahama say se onya tumi na o catch security personnel omo Ghana say titru mo a sebio mo mabemo bu a modwen se edwuma mo ye ne de ende bibi to utwi moto ana utwi aban car na ebia wo ye police ni na onsa kobu ana wonai kobu na wudi dem a aban beja saa no o say na aban we a eba no eye modie modana komaso. Jomahama esa kasa no see eye asrafo ye sojafoɔ no de wahu sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ye ma sojafoɔ no ye hyɛ mu kena. In fact opese eye soja opma eye soja no ɛde ne ho na the most important thing is say eye especially new regions a Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ebebie ye no we ja regions na guo security papa bi anim into ɔse ɔne sojafoɔ no betena se akasa se eye Ghana no ɛwɔ sɛ yenya depo a sebio ye be equip Ghana military ɛmo bɔ eye region ho ban ye especially regions a ɔmo wɔyɛ borders no so no ɛwɔ sɛ ɔne sojafoɔ no nyina atena se no mo hu sɛ eye yasɛdeɛ sɛ eye military no ana asrafoɔ no ye mo dwumadie bi specific a ɔmo bedi a ɔmo de bɛbɔ Ghana ho ban. And the men who say, your Burkina Faso border no, a mudaho, every say, Bawumia Akufo-Addo mo, or my imagine say, a home body, and ya dear Hiomo, and internet or Masuma or Masrafo, MBR, or Monya Papa, Ebo, a Yadi, Bokufo too. Jomahama saw Bass had an anubicha. On this soldier form penny for Betanasi, and was a regime bia, Titu, Sir Regis in Siane Akufo-Addo Betiana, Wejegu na, Sebio, Omo Breno, Omo Hiamba, Bambo, into Obetun and nice form, and make sure say, Bamba a here. Your friend be military installation or better depo police for better ho soldier for better ho ahwe eye bambo hu nsem these regions or say when we say eye asrafo and I say security personnel or more Ghana police military immigration fire service customs eba eye accommodation baby omo de omo ti beto eye asem kese pa and ukra ka na man start aggressively na OC in dying to say segleme housing. Na ne need aso ne say security agencies no personnel no dodo ne benya sa dan ne bi mu atena etua ne kakra afa. O see eye ne manifesto mu kra o maka bibi wo mu say wo ye Ghana ni na se bi wo ye aban adwuma wo ye teacher ni wo ye police ni na se wo person call retirement a wo na wo be kire baby a yensi wo retirement dan ma wo into wo senate na wo tua no wo betima ka se me de eye inspector eko mi free ayeldo. In the next 10 years, no, me call retirement me retirement home no munsi no ayeldo. If you say Accra there, you post me ba hakeke enya ha na me free. Me pese me wie soja adwuma na me kwatena me krom. Inti Jomahama se saa nyoma ni bi nyina wo ho a, why na adwene say eno na odebegu akwemu. Inti na aban ne ba ende aban adwumafo titru security personnel no se mo amaban pension mo na mo be kire bebia yensi wo pension dan ma wo. Ye mesi dan ni free ensin kran abra wo pese obetena nkran. Yen kosi nsi kumase Abraham person betena kumase into o see san hihye we nyina no maye e de ama security for personnel of Ghana into mama mabamu mbu aban na eba na aban a e de eye personnel security personnel for asem e de na kumaso a obegina so ama san nyoma we nyina na de okan na e de e wona asem no say your private security agencies are eye omudi mra so Oma imagine say a criteria the aban pe so mo ye nyina omo di so sa security agencies say private no aban no omo be di insawoso if you say about 24-hour economy na e wo say aban ebo Ghana for ho ban na enye Ghana police nko na betuma ye obehia a lot of security services to help into private security agencies mo ye private security for mo adwuma na mo di eso ani mo di mmra so mo ne aban mmra nyina mo di so pepepe no aban so beto mo nsa afrɛ mo na mo ne aban adi nsawoso na maboa aye de bambo adwuma no ama emu aye joto into Jomahama even though no Ghana security personnel no oda omoda na koma so no the private security agencies no so da na koma so or percent of fortify Ghana na your security no strong send the beya your Ghana yenso yemu enhyehyeye Jomahama this is politics so be person odi usua na no asem and the commitment send ye odi ebuoma wa o kire de obeye Jomahama has spoken on corruption. He has spoken against illegal mining. He has spoken on things he wants to do. Bawumia cannot speak on corruption. You know why? Because Bawumia is corruption. Now Jomahama kasanadiana na oka. And the Jomahama aksa akambium about illegal mining. The obeye a stop illegal mining. Our Ghana, my friend galamsey. Now, to be able to stop illegal mining in Ghana, every government needs to understand and say the whole campaign or crusade must start from the government. Say abino engine to muse or no ena sebio ni munipa ena ni hunipa ena galamsey na there's no way we can stop galamsey because small scale mining illegal legal. But people are hiding behind small scale mining licenses to do illegal mining. Until abina or tesun bejatum say me hunipa na enya sa tumi no ena omoye sa no the government cannot fight. Jomahama say to show Ghanaians say why you ready to fight galamsey no. One, nobody in his government should be involved in mining. One can say illegal mining no. If you are part of his government, na sa opesa wudini ye juma as NDC minister, MP, whatever, you are not supposed to be involved in galamsey or mining because it's conflict of interest. Say we a member of parliament, say we a minister, say we a government agent, na say we mining na, it will be difficult for you to fight people who are into illegal mining. The reason why I want illegal mining or Ghana be bring then say aban we mu nipa na illegal mining no inti ama small scale legitimate small scale miners no omni any option than to join aban mu nipa omodi to mini etuo illegal mining because me ye adwuma na me ti nso nani na kwasie bi ewa aban mu odede to me say nso na de na menye. Jomahama said the first thing he would do or din kind the one we are to abontene ana manfo busa NDC for solution to galamsey or say no member of his government should be involved in mining. The day you will be seen, say you are involved in mining, you pay for that. The consequences are there, the punishment is there. Into one, Ghana for United say his government will not be involved in mining, illegal mining. anything about Bawumia NPP ain't to me stop illegal mining because Chairman Wontumi, Kate Jemfua, Kojo Ponkroma, Charles Bisu, Mrekuduka, Eko Ewusi, sa eye inkofo we nyina are actively involved in galamsey. In anything a year fighting galamsey year brand. John Mahama said one, no member of his government, any day Omobete say you are involved in any form of mining, you are out. And you will be punished. John Mahama said, anyone who goes against the law, no, obetian. Osaka said, Onona Bino will not allow anything called mining in our forests. Nansia Democracy Hub for a demonstration. The minister Ekachere say, Ekufu the Kachere say, Abanwe Kachere say, the first day Parliament baby, you know, sa airline na ema omo ankasa pass ye ma Samalabu jina poma Chairman Wontumi mo ewura e forest eco mine no omo de baba Parliament ebesin sa airline no enkofo we fan by enti it should tell you say sa demonstration and as strike na guta person oboko no the people were lying to guta time on oboka guta sema guta anko strike ni biem na ye bie Parliament first day the minister will bring that airline for a Parliament to revoke that airline no ebesin Samuel Abujinapo emfa document in Bawumia crop because on some way Jimmy Murebefi on some Murefi. They are still doing mining in our forest. John Mahama said Oba, nobody will have the right to mine in our forest. Big mining companies, small mining companies, nobody. Meaning our intentions to revoke that LI 2426. He has the intentions to revoke the LI. Nobody will enter our forest to mine. John Mahama said small scale miners, no, Oba, what is going to happen and say, Abanwe Amanipa bear almost 2,000 small scale license, mining license. Or say, to fight galamsey, no, they are going to do a comprehensive audit. Now, there may be a commission. What they will do is say, sir, agency, baby, no, so we say we are legitimate small scale miner. Now, we site, now we are Juma. Oba be chreye, we Juma na wa ye no. So what call etia emra ana unko entia mra because you have a na say why ye adwuma no undi mra so your license needs to be revoked. It also now by the setting up agency there will be a comprehensive audit of small scale miners because people are hiding behind legitimate small scale mining license to do illegal mining. It also a commission to make sure an agency all the small scale mining companies illegal legal for no more Ghana na Samuel Abujinapo and the Oche small scale mining license to say Kalewele no everybody will be audited. Your bow site you say your practice is against the laws of Ghana, your license will be taken away and then the land will be regraded. Inti John Mahama must step and say this is a very serious issue. They need to be tactical about it. Now I'm gonna say after that they will collaborate with the big mining firms, Anglo Gold Ashanti, Goldfields, big mining. No, those people majority of the time, 99% of the time, they protect the forest, they protect the land. Land use area, they will tell them or sit with them and let them understand. Say, legitimate small scale miners, they will have to go to that site and employ young Ghanaians to mine legally. Into what the John Mahama administration be say, company be say Goldfields, company be say the Asanko mine, company be say the AGA. What they are going to do is say almost sites na almost riena edahona omunko no. The small scale miners, legitimate small scale miners are buying it. These big companies bekasa. Not the legitimate small scale miners alcohol. The government can monitor the activity through the collaboration between the government and the big mining companies, monitor the activities. Send your people will not just go into the forest under the disguise of a small scale mining license. These are some of the measures. Also, a programmer, they are coming in to protect our water bodies and also protect our forest. Tree for life. There will be more trees that will be planted. They will be protecting the environment. The Blue Water Project, they want to protect our water bodies, and all that they are going to do is say they are going to enter schools now mining. They have the technology, they have the know-how. They are going to collaborate. Abino any school of mines, any other mining schools, ebesia, and my students, outside to impact the society, teach people how to protect our water bodies. Oh yeah, a miner, maybe a farmer, people who live along the water bodies, how we can protect Yensu and the forest. The government will have a collaboration with these schools. It could be say you can do that even for credit. School, project, you can be part of that project and you'll be given credit as sitting in the classroom. These are all the measures that are buying, say, John Mahama or Ba or the Betua Queen. They are all realistic, they are practicable. You can do it. These are things that you can do. Kwasiemi catch us, my music app. Or say my app, my lunch app, app be a COVID-19 app into your president. So what John Mahama? These are realistic things, sir. Ghana, we are university students, or tertiary institution, we are nurse, we are teacher, you can relate to it. Governance is simple. Actually, we Jimmy. Governance, it's simple. Actually, what would do we Jimmy? And John Mahama is teaching us governance. John Mahama is letting us understand how basic governance is. And your brother tinting any Jimmy. And because we were how it's about understanding the people's problem and then the governance. So nipa na odi almost won't see problems asia. Ube Jimmy wa akikan sem mema we phone, me we car, me the solar bebo adbon moto ho, a canoe ho, me the Ghana. Where Jimmy, you just say things because you think governance is talking. Governance is understanding the plight of the people. And John Mahama understand Ghana ni problem. Jenna John Mahama king or see. Local government, in fact, Oba Aban Biamwa, the good local government and local governance, and no, and they are the bedrock of every government. The federal government, but almost Sebio, almost share Aban in Kuta Dieso, Aban any Ayatima Mufono, a local government, no, some ministry, no, a yes, I humanina, or say Oba or catch the Ghana for Tin Time Tone, Sicila, the Prime Minister will become. And we here, Sisi da pa obefesi mra. John Mahama says sanitation ministry obetwam. Tamana John Mahama wa power no na ye wo the sanitation there na the district assemblies MMDCs na a handle. Sisi da pa abe minister of sanitation and the Ghana ye fin chain any time in the history of this country. Kole John Mahama nua Ibrahim Mahama de ne machine se oti kolem na nkwasiafo interfere we edidi o matam ende Ghana ye fiche Kufuor num John Mahama so oba sanitation ministry obetwam. What he's going to do is say obama local government no handle these things, but to break it down, not to make it easy for Ghana needs so obeti ase no or be a friend of cleanest city award scheme beba. Tamana John Mahama or the BBF for the sanitation there every month biano, every week bia 2 weeks no say every constituency, every district assembly, every MMDC, they were involved in cleaning their respective constituencies and regions. John Mahama said we need to give the cleanliness or cleaning of the nation to the local government, because local government and a sebio omuni baby agata biada omuna sebio omuni baby atubola biagu omuna sebio omunim senior yenim. They know the sanitation problems of Ghana for. Into a sea, Oba, local government, MMDCs, DCs, omunombe handles our issue, Constituencies and regions are supposed to compete in cleanliness. Uko doma hine on your government too, or your hine, but through his local approach to cleanliness, and oko doma what to say abrochire baby a unhuda. It is all the willingness and making cleanliness local. The moments are when cleanliness ahudie oya no federal oya no kakraka no din say the nitty gritties in ketinketi no betima solve into DCs no MMCs no omo adwuma se omo ni beko local assemblies no ho na yetumi de sa adwuma no ahye omo nsem. Or say what he's going to do is say they are going to make sure say local assemblies yebe resource so mu ye na se ne be ya teteno ne kasa tankers for ba yeba beti ha no local assembly can adapt strategies omo ankasa betumi solve domestic local problems inti ye de sa dwumadie no ebe ma ye local government or see omo ba aban mu a ade a omo frɛ no ɛyɛ property tax no ende obi ten kran ɛna ɔgye property tax ɛwɔ mi kurom ayɛdo ɔse saa deɛ no oyɛ ne saa na you don't even see the effectiveness of that project or that program ɔse ɔba saa aban na ɔten kran ɛgyegye property tax no obetwam or the SAR tax agyegye no bɛma MMDCs ɛbɛkɔ down to the local government ɔmo ɛna ɛbɛgyegye sika no because ɔmo gyegye sika no a ɔmo tumi nya saa sika no kora internally generated fund ɔmo bɛnya no they can use some to give the assembly members no stipends yɛkɛsɛ stipends agye kakra to bottom wei deɛ gye oka sika a wode ba meeting ne ade bosumi gye 300 wei hyɛ ho assembly members no local government ni betuma mo stipends a ebema edwuma na omo ye no saa edwuma no ombe den omo ni begye ho nti John Mahama say eye saa eba property tax na obi tin kran na yete eye oboase a ono pese ogigi sika no enitina enye effective obe decentralize eye these kind of things aban indwumakuo and the local government no will be taking the in charge. John Mahama pese oma governance no echo to the people obese governance no oteso na emu eye den enkitinkiti sene be ye nyina will be part. Every agency will play a role, every government institution will play a role. Sane ye de chichire man ye ntran kran en chichire man because otin kran ko a unim de ekoso wasantase also ma DC no responsibility also oma adwuma no kofom na esa na yenso yenya ahodie no abasoro. John Mahama aka we Ghana ni a NPP for ede haircut bae DDEP omuwia pension ska omuwia sika with sie wode ahye aban mu ede ugidie ehye aban mu se aban ebeboa mabosumi bia wo pensioner sebio kakra bebeto accounts mu na wode ahwe ho yare. John Mahama se na aban ba eye de ade dana koma so eye ohye se na aban no befa ekwan bia so na wo a usika NPP aban efa diye a sebi wo ye pensioner a through the DDEP usika ehye no o se na aban no masem eda na koma so omo beye de omo beye bia se usika a ohwere no omo be make sure se omu dodo no nsabeka Ghana for yese wo mpe wei na opeka ya motio. John Mahama eda number 8 chinie ne nchen kasa tenten entoponko imfie wotwini usika ahye imfie wotwini ikumuba imfie wotwini yedi eye udwetire imfie wotwini aban a oteso ketahye proye krono nimtia ene kasatia aban a oteso imfie enwotwini edwuma wentuma nkretibi nurse 40 fie teacher 40 fie and the police for the ombedi kra ayedin ekwan ewo Ghana nyina asay eye Ghana eye dollar and there was 17 eko 18 and the Ghana yete nyoma bo ayedin inflation is out of the roof. Interest rate is over 36%. Ghana bibieniwa ekoso. John Mahama our experienced hand. John Mahama on the Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman Oma Yebida. Almost say give them the shot. Believe in them. Let us reset Ghana together as a nation. Let us come together and vote for John Mahama and any MPs to control executive and control parliament. Yemfa 2,100% Emma NDC for na John Mahama any yene and reset Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 7th of December, do not hesitate to vote for John Mahama. We will reset Ghana together. We will bring John Mahama back to the Jubilee House together. We will build Ghana together. People leading us today are foolish. Majority of them and the leaders are stupid. They act as if they are smart, but they are very dumb. That is why we are here today to correct the system, keep them on their toes, make sure the system works for the people. And we need leaders who are committed, patriotic leaders who have experience, leaders who are honest. That is what we find in John Dramani Mahama, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, and that is why we are here tonight to promote and to make sure and to convince you and to enlighten you to understand that voting for John Mahama is a vote that will reclaim Ghana's democracy back. It's a vote that will change your life for the better. It's a vote that will make Ghana that country that you have always loved to live in. So we are here to make sure that we live or we move Ghana from the dark stages to a brighter future, which we, myself, yourself, the generation unborn will enjoy and also live in to help. So, enye enidie so anase eye abufo so eyodo. See, don't like it show na memfa ho ya memfa bufu enka so Kevin Taylor de metano ebi oshala koshe te fe bi tobi mi pe kura ntumi to eno na enye hwe e wiase afefe de Memfo hian kan kwa asem saa na tie ntie bia memfo bufuo ka say boy me hwe na osalan cash pa ne echi mi osalan cash boy is de che say ade me hu no hu bia de salan cash ade me de boy asem no si bia obre no ho ase si bia odonipa si bia otumi ebie nenim eka na kome mu asem te salan cash senia me do alan cash no saa odo na me de do alan cash me de befa so e de ato ama mahama senia because me hu alan cash o Kevin Taylor mu na Kevin Taylor so do eye mahama na se Kevin Taylor do alan cash na me do alan cash nko ade alan cash me tuma na ontumi nya president no be de saa odo na me wo ma alan cash no be de be ma eye jo mahama na alan cash adwempo ajo mahama wo bi no o de aboa Ghana indi saa na tie o ya afafranto a o do NDC because wa adwene ye adwuma eni ntina eye afafranto fo no me pe o masem no if de so mo kasa ohun se Ghana na omodo even though omo nim so omo ntumi win election no omo ahu se e wo se ye boa e ma Ghana ko na nim nti o chef of Antonia o se nti enda ko gina daka mu a se wankasa odwene Ghana ho a na se wa wodo alankash a onim se alankash adwene dadi trim e bia na dajo Muhammad trim a NDC ye powerful no omo se ye de bema NDC inter frantofo e yodo e ne de do omo no so do ye obi te se eye Kofi Apaluse we jimi ne party a otim nipa 200 kura nim nti enya dia wo se yetena ha na obi te se Kofi Apalu a endra me bompa eche Onyankopɔ adan na oje fiado ekuado nkwa na kwase ampegi se Kofi Apalu eda won nam Ghana eyansama ye dwendwene ho a onyame ebema ye edien eye eho enso edien answer. Thank you very much. We have 985 people liking the show or who have liked the show on Facebook and your war on on YouTube and on Facebook, you know. Team, are you with me? You are all quiet. Team, please stay with me. And also on Facebook, you know, your how many shares on Facebook? We have 305 shares on Facebook. I think we're good to go. It's a Thursday, a wonderful Thursday. Again, I also Ghana mente yeah, among Fubiki Kansam, Kevin Taylor, the Medin Kebusa questions, and these questions now, Mibusa, I still insist. Say, wow, we judge. Oba or Supreme Court questions in the file, you have to come out and let Ghanaians know, say, because you see, Nanko Fubusa say Kevin questions now Busa a judge near or your bar or Supreme Court Sebio or ni Emmanuel or mo chimpena Emmanuel you won the 31st match Emmanuel Nigiri or any go through divorce sa judge no Supreme Court no efa so any Emmanuel da ya Sebio or sa pay a yedien or pay a lawyer edema a yedien Emmanuel. Sa judge ya so or check Emmanuel be 15 years. Sa judge ye judge and the abesidi say a lawyer emma omo a court no obuho na omomrantia omone omo ebo bra no oni omo ededa. Sebio eye emba yo ni bi ene enhwehwemu ayaye no ebi mu krampo aye ready say eye text messages chat ene de eye judge penyini a owo ye court mi ndra me judge fo nko enum ena me de be kire mo e Supreme Court the judge ye ebetuma influence eye the decisions so otena eye asem so e Supreme Court nti people are asking, oh Kevin, where am I for personal life? No, especially say because a Supreme Court judge. The obey biano a very important say yemia obrana obono yeni Ghana for so you be check it obrano. And internet very important to say obi a Supreme Court judge oba obemo na se obo brebia emfata sa brana obono e betumi a influence no. Inti sebio sa judge na oyo ba o Supreme Court no se o twempena ebia odidi nkwara na se sa nkwara na ka bibi tu litirima obetuma betena Supreme Court na ode aden ode bu asemi ama nipa bi akwafiase eni na hia se eye so obi ko Supreme Court se sebio oyo ba ana bema and asema yake specifically eye to Supreme Court emma omo judge for ho baako ni dwumadi a odinu no na sebio arikudienti ameye sa ne se eye madam eye ye maame Rebecca or Jubilee House sa asem we ya asem a ehia ne ye pa if you say judge penyini we sa asem we eye madam Rebecca se obetia obewu se judge penyini we ya or Supreme Court no a oka judge for no ho no sebio within hwamo yie nti eye asem a ewura Jubilee House eye asem a ede nimguase eye asem a ebegu Ghana na bebi edu no se yam ti ye court ho yanti impenifo omudi yensam so ho na se yampe bebi momo ngina yi a eye ye court kese eye Supreme Court no sa court no ebesei eni tina ya giato ye ho so se ye beboa a sanitize system no ama sebio omo ye Christopher papa omo ye nkrimofo papa omo omudi no kure omo sebio omo mbotutu ewo omo nfa omo dwuma no enhia emrante a sebio omo betumi kura ye omo ye mumma ene omo atwempena eni tina eye Madam Rebecca sa asem we ehia no eni tina ndemaka nti ye behwe se eye nokura ne bebi eda ne ye de beto senia Ghana yen nyinanim se emra eye adwuma, due process very important. Ebi say on the 11th of November, eye Supreme Court, eye Chief Justice, eye Speaker of Parliament, eye Attorney General, eye the Speaker of Parliament, lawyer, omu nyina be wura Supreme Court, any other judges nyina ebetena se ajaji asem no. Ehia say yebete court no ho ama ewiase Ghana fo nyina wu say ye Supreme Court judges no sebio titiri emma no obi ahote na sebio emre bi nkoba na ye the video abeto internet so na ebia penyini a owo ebia eye ye court ebetima Supreme Court ebetima Circuit Court ebetima Appeals Court ebetima court but where there specifically to eye Supreme Court in some ho na me catch them de bia say se ni nyina na ye beka ekuro no nkebegu in sama ewo ho no se ni nyina na ye adwene se ye beboso ana ye de be kire mu a Ghana no ebi sebio ebi betu afrim. All right, Mr. S, thank you very much. Mr. P. All right, so you're bringing them in now. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. S. So my team is still working on the video. Mahama Forum or Sisiano. They are trying to see if they can cut some of the videos for us to speak on it. And then my team Nakachem said they have started trying cutting the videos. So as we go on, or as we have the show, the team will be bringing the materials for us to speak on. That when your friend or on time production or sanity or platform we so. Into more Moka say, oh Kevin Taylor, we the sanke in pa if we say Yama Jumadi say D tina Supreme Court was set udi no kre ema Ghana any sebi omwa unyo omudi ejuma. Inti eno enso akogu inti me ka say questions na me busa and me refi ye be girem ye be ama we are say ehu de eko nyina yes and I'm a team can as a judge you are not only the law but you are a model for moral integrity. You can't be a Supreme Court judge and be smoking weed and cigarette on the street. You can't be a Supreme Court judge and be going out there and doing anything else. And internet the eye and ehia see a beboama Supreme Court no ejina intended the Supreme Court judge for ma mo nyina ebnim beto. One of them and Edisa Jumano. I want to send a message to Afenyo Markin. He is not above the law in Ghana. I will bring him down. I'll let the world know what Afenyo Markin is doing in Ghana with some of our Supreme Court judges. What Afenyo Markin, the things happening. Makacha Afenyo Markin, from the day he went to sit on Joy News to talk about me, that was the day his beginning of the end started. It's Afenyo Markin too should be ready because what is coming is bigger. And it is bigger to the point some people will not survive it. I'm not threatening anybody. I am trying to tell you, I'm also a Ghanaian. We are trying to clean the system. It's why we need Afenyo Markin catch them. I said, what is coming is bigger. So on no say onimumra on no tumi tietiem on na oba bia de obetumi de be makotua no to one kan cha Afenyo Markin say I Kevin Taylor in some no kojina Joy News kan no I am ready to reply him. There were time ma obia there were time Emma obia so come asem na se me ni bibia men kasa but me nya koda na me moawa kuya me do be kwa Ghana sana na NPP for ka kede Japan de Kevin Taylor ko court enti kude yengu the handcuff kuya nyamfa nko Ghana yete ha ye be ye no kure no ye be di no kure no ye be ka no kure no enti so wunye ready a problem. All right.